Hey guys, this is John from Lost and Found Classics. We are about to start the Classic Car Auction here in Glendale, Arizona, where this is being streamed from. I'm in Oklahoma. It's a pleasure to have you with me. They are getting ready to do the inauguration, so they are going to do a little singing, a little dance. And just to give you a little bit of a backdrop on me, this is Lost and Found Classics YouTube channel. I am a certified PBG painter, welder, fabricator, restoration expert. I also chase classic cars, and I like filming classic cars sitting in backyards, and I've been doing this for 30 plus years in the restoration industry, as well as hunting cars, man, since I was a kid with my father. It's something I really enjoy doing, and here on the channel, I've got about 11,000 subscribers, thanks to all the subscribers who've watched. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to watch the live stream for the Mecum auction, and we're going to have an open chat, an open conversation in the chat about the quality of the cars, kind of putting our pulse on the market. We'll discuss things like the paint quality, the options, what makes the car as valuable or as little valuable as it may come. So some of them might be a surprise to it. It's going to be high values, low values. And then we're going to look at paint quality as well as, what makes this car itself so special. Is it a rare option car, or is this a resto mod? Resto mods are hot right now. So we're essentially taking old cars, modernizing them with newer chassis and putting new drivetrain in them. So we'll talk about all the different variances. And then one of the fun facts about this whole thing that I was hoping to be able to do together was just kind of give a guess on what the prices end up being on the vehicles. So before they actually finish on the block, we will have an opportunity to kind of guess what we think it's going to sell for. So they are getting ready to do the national anthem right now. Why don't we listen in on that, and then we will get right into the fun. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe here at Lost and Found Classics. This is the first time that I've done this on the channel. I enjoy watching these things and doing this, so I just want to invite you in on that process, as well as the super chat is open as well. So if you want to support, if you want to drop a couple bucks into the comments, that's really awesome. Helps to cover some of my own personal expenses as I'm doing this. So ready? So they don't have any audio as of yet. They're getting ready to start the auction, so we're just hanging tight. All right. This is great. I'm really curious. I want to see you guys in the chat. Why does it seem like I don't have any audio here? Oh, audio will resume shortly. So they are doing the national anthem. They are starting the auction off in Glendale. We're going to have a good time. Also, I will, at different times, I'm going to jump to full screen like this so that you can see a closer view of the cars as we go through this. And we are just hanging tight, waiting for them to begin. So thanks for watching. Looks like they're pushing about 1,000 viewers on their end. And, one of the things that can get a little hypnotic is just sort of the auction announcer himself. So if it gets too loud, if you feel like the volume level is too loud on the auction side and you can't hear me well, just drop a comment in the chat and I will turn that down. Again, like I said, there is a super chat option here down in the chat section if you want to support what I'm doing here financially. I do a lot of this on my free time, quote free time. And it takes a lot to invest and make these things happen. So I'm excited to do this with you guys today, and it's going to be a fun time. We'll just wait for them to start the audio. While we're waiting on them, just as a heads up, I do have several other classic car salvage yards that I'm going to be visiting this summer. So like, share, and subscribe on the channel as well, because there will be more fun finds, more classic cars, more wild journeys. In fact, next weekend I will be going to a private collection, and I will be filming there next Saturday. So hopefully within, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, something like that, I'll be able to edit that video and get that video up on the channel as well. I try to not just throw a bunch of content out there. I try to throw stuff out there that's actually valuable, stuff that I think people will actually want to see versus just chattering on about a bunch of nonsense and hoping that, you know, people like it. But this is an experiment today, doing this live. So rather than just sitting on my couch watching these and getting my finger on the pulse of the market, I figured I'd bring you in on it. So we're just waiting for Mecum's audio to step in. We're waiting for the cars to auction block to begin. We're streaming this right now. It's pretty cool. And they're currently in, I think this is State Farm Stadium, but it's in Glendale, Arizona. So we'll have some neat stuff. I'm excited to see, like, one of the things I really enjoy is I like seeing, like, which car sold for the most money. How has the market fluctuated? So, for example, the first generation Broncos became very hot about 3 years ago when they reimagined the Bronco. Ford brought the Bronco back out. The first generation Broncos like went through the roof on their prices, the restored prices. But now that market has become soft. Last year, it seemed like the C10 market was really hot. So it seemed like your early Blazers and your early C10s became very hot, especially like your square body Chevy trucks. They became very hot last year. But that market's getting soft again too. So like every spring, it's really cool to watch these auctions because it really gives you a pulse on, you know, what is the vehicle right now, or what's the body style, or what's the model that people really enjoy, or at least where the high values are at this time. Kind of gives you a feel for how people are feeling about specific vehicles. One of the things I've learned just as an observation, as I've been doing this for 30 years, and like I said, we're just waiting for the auction to begin. But one of the things I've learned over the last 30 years as a restoration expert, working full-time in the restoration industry, which is what I do for a living, one of the things I learned was that, you know, you can kind of watch, there's like a window of years of cars that go with a generation. So you think of your guys like, you know, you think your Smokey and the Bandits, you think of your General Lee, you think of your early, American Graffiti cars. You know, you've got your Roadsters, and you've got your 55 Bel Airs and all these cars. And that generation, when they saw those cars on TV, those cars stuck with them. And so that generation really highlights those cars. And then as you get older, now you've got the Fast and Furious generation, which came out when I was younger. And now those classic cars and those import cars that were in those movies are now the cars that this generation is currently after. So you see the value of the Chargers go up. You see the value of the Grand Nationals go up. And we are getting ready to get started. So we're gonna wait a second here. I'm gonna put that on pause for a second and finish what I was saying. But it's cool because you can see like the Grand Nationals, the G bodies, that market got super hot because of the Grand Nationals and the Fast and Furious movies. Same thing with your 67 Mustang Fastback. You've got the creation of Gone in 60 Seconds. So the 67 Fastback became a really hot car. And now those cars are almost untouchable as far as the financial side of things are concerned, because again, a generation saw that, and then they put the 67 Fastback in the Fast and Furious movie. So then a younger generation saw the 67 Fastback. So that's really holding strong in its value. So those are the things that I try to pay attention to, is like, what is the culture hot about right now? And then what is the market doing, and what are the auctions doing in relation to that? That really tells you what's good to invest in, what is a good project to put money into. And it also helps in the restoration industry to find out, okay, well, what is going to be a car that's going to be valuable in the future that I might want to buy now and hold on to as an investment, for example. These are all really good things to think of and do. So they are live now. So let's see if we can, looks like they're losing their stream. Let's see if their stream comes back. Once their streams come back, it's a commercial. It's a television commercial. All right, here we go. You guys ready? We are going to begin.
Financial, and they are here to give you money. Money for you, and money for you, you and you. Lots of money. And you. Yeah, and you too. That way your bids will have way more horsepower. And you will have a better opportunity to get the vehicle or vehicles purchased you want to buy. Once you do get them bought, you need to get them from our auction floor to your garage door. Also over at the service station is Mecum Transportation.
So right now they're just talking about the financing options that they have on the ground for people who want to bid. It's pretty cool. These auctions are really neat. They give you the opportunity, if you want to get a loan while you're there, so that you can make payments on these cars if you want to buy these cars. So if you're ever in the market where you're like, I really want to get a classic car, you can actually go here, you can get a loan, and then you can make payments on these cars as well. So they make it reasonable and accessible for somebody who's always wanted these cars to be able to get one, if indeed you do win the auction. So I think we are getting ready to go. So,
ladies and gentlemen, our lead
here we go.
auctioneer, James Jimmy Landis. Let the games begin. I love you, Mama. Now offering S10.1, a 74 Honda ATC 93 wheeler. Garage kit, 4-speed, dual range transmission, rigid suspension, sold on a bill of sale, no reserve.
Selling in no reserve. Somebody get $10,000 here. You better get 10 bid. You better get 10. You better
This is
get
a
10.
cool
You better
piece.
get $5,000. And 5,000 and 1,000. You better get $1,500 bid. You better get 1,500. And 15.
This will probably hit about $2,700, I think. What do you guys think?
I have $1,000 bid. You better get $1,500. $2,000 bid. You better get $2,500. At $2,500, $3,000. You better get $3,500 bid. You better get $4,000.
Oh, wow.
$4,000. $4,500 bid. You better get $4,500. At $4,500 bid. You better get $4,000. You better get $4,500. Sold $4,000. Jared Collier.
What did I say, 27? Wow, $4,000.
Land Rover Range Rover Sport HSE supercharged V6 automatic all-wheel drive clean Carfax. Jim.
$25,000. Yeah, you better get $25,000. You better get $10,000. Put him at 12 bid. $13,000, $14,000, $15,000 for it. At $15,000, you better get 14 bid.
Not a classic,
I have
but
$14,000 bid.
still gives you an idea of what the market's doing.
I have 14,000. You better get 15,000. Drive it away now. You better get 15. I have $14,000. Somebody get $15,000 on a Land Rover. $15,000. At 15,000, I have 14 bid. Anybody get $15,000 for it? I have 14,000. You better get $15,000 here. You better get
that's honestly a really good deal for a Land Rover.
Close the bid at $14,000, Bobby.
And the bid goes on. In case you're wondering what the bid goes on, that's another great convenience only at Mecum Auctions. Any consignment that comes across the block and does not sell, as a registered bidder, you can go over to the Bid Goes On booth, make an offer higher than what we closed it at, and they will still try and put that deal together for both the buyer and seller. The bid goes on. Another great convenience,
cool.
and only at Mecum Auctions. Now offering S12, a 2010 Dodge Challenger RT. The odometer reads 7,000 miles, V8 automatic, air clean car.
This will be cool. This will be really cool to watch and see what these Challengers are doing, especially with this RT. I'm really interested in seeing what this does. Ready?
$1,000 bid, you better get 10,000. You better get 15 bid, you better get 17. At 17, 18, $19,000. At 19,000, you better get 18. You better get 19. I have 18,000. You better get 19. You better get 20. Put it at 20 bid. You better get 21. At 20 bid, you better get 21,000. You better get 1 bid. You better get 20's bid, and you better get $21,000. I have 20 bid. You better get 1 bid. You better get 1. You better get 20,000. You better get 21. Close bid at $20,000 and the bid goes on.
Now offering S13, a 69 El Camino Custom.
Here we go. Classic cars, guys. Let's go.
Touring style build. Got a V8 with an automatic.
$60,000. Thank you, Bobby. $60,000.
No
You better get 50. At $50,000 bid. 20's bid. 25. At 25 bid. You better get 30 bid. You better get 30.
El Caminos aren't that hot.
25 and 30. I have $25,000 bid. Somebody get $30,000.
If it brings 32, I'd be surprised.
Now 30. At 30 bid. You better get 30. You better get 2. I have 30 bid. You better get 2 bid. You better get 2. 30's bid. You better get 32,000. At $30,000 bid. Anybody get $32,000? 32.
Most likely,
At 30
Scott.
bid, you better get 2 bid. You better
I'm
get
not sure, buddy.
30's bid. Anybody get 32? 32, 33. Put him at 3, bid. You're going to get 4.
Yep, 32.
5. Go 6,000. You're going to get 7. At 37,000.
Wow.
At 38. Now 9. $40,000. At $40,000 here. You're going to get 40, bid. You're going to get 40. At $40,000 bid. You're going to get 40, bid. You're going to get 40.
I'm surprised for an El Camino, honestly.
$39,000 at 40. You're out now. 41. At 40 bid. You're going to get 1. I have 40.
All right, guys, the market's hot again.
41. 40's bid. 41. 40 bid. You're going to get 40.
All right, I don't want to keep interrupting any of this stuff, guys, so if it gets annoying with me interrupting, just let me know. But look, like, this car should not be at 40 grand. I'm just going to tell you that because the market has been so soft the last couple of years. The fact that this car is hitting 40 grand, I am really shocked. I want to see what the rest of these cars do because if these cars go high in value again, we are heading into a very good economy this year. So this is great. This is good news.
Sold $40,000. Sold $40,000.
That's wild. That's 40 grand. I mean, you couldn't build the car for that, honestly. Here's a Super Sport split window. Or excuse me, not a split window, a split bumper.
A 1970 Camaro Z28. Got a big block 454 V8 automatic transmission.
Beautiful car.
You were already in your room, and the rest of us were still downstairs.
It looks like, so it looks like there's a different intake manifold on it.
50, baby, you better get 50,000, you better get 50, you better get 40, you better get 40, you better get 30. At $30,000 bid, you better get 30 bid, you better get 15,000, you better get 20,000, you better get 20. At 20 bid, you better get 20.
It should be a $30,000 car, no problem.
At $30,000 bid, you better get 35,000, you better get 30.
This should be a $30,000 car, no problem.
At 30 bid, you better get 2 bid, you better get 3 bid, you better get 3 bid, you better get 2, 3.
There we go.
You better get 3, you better get 3, you better get 3,000, you better get 30.
All right, guys, guess with me in the chat. What do you think?
You better get 3 bid, you better get 2, and now 3. I have $32,000. Anybody get $33,000 for it? I have 32, 33, 32 bid, you better get 3 bid, you better get 3. 33, 34, 33 bid, you better get 4 bid, you better get 4. Reserve is off 34, 35. At 35.
So my thought was right around 30, so 34, that's not bad. 35, there we go.
You better get 36. I have $35,000 bid, you better get $36,000 here, you better get 6. 7, $37,000
Wow.
here, you better get 6, and now 7 bid, you better get 7. I have $36,000 bid here, you better get 7. Zach, you better get
I don't know about you guys, this is exciting. This tells me the market is doing better.
Ryan Brewer.
Now offering S16, a 2020 Corvette Coupe. Street Hunter white body kit. Got a V8 with a supercharger.
$100,000 bid, 100 here. You better get 1 bid, you better get 40, 50, 50 bid, you better get 50, you better get 60 bid, you better get 60, you better get 5 bid, you better get 65, 70. At $70,000 here. You better get 70 bid, you better get 70, you better get 70, you better get 65, 70. I have $65,000 bid. Anybody get $70,000 for it? At $65,000, you better get 70,000, you better get 70. At $70,000 bid.
It's a coupe, so it's not a Z06, it's not a ZR1.
Give $70,000. At 70 bid, you better get
It's 2020.
65, 70.
That's about a right price. It's a good price.
Close the bid at $65,000. Close the bid.
It's about right.
Now offering out 17.1, a 70 Chevy Blazer V8 automatic.
Here we go.
Factory air.
Well, there's always got to be something. Somebody give $100,000 bid, 100 here. You better get
So these were really hot about a year or two ago. They were bringing 100 plus. So let's see what this guy does. It's not a Resto mod. It looks like I don't see an LS swap or anything like that.
You better get 35, 40. At 40, put him at 45 bid. You better get 50 bid. You better get 50. You better get 50. You better get 50. At 45 is the bid. $50,000. At 50.
I'm going to say 65 to 70, unless it's LS swapped.
At $60,000. I have $55,000 bid. Somebody get 60. At 55 bid. You better get 60,000. Close the bid at 55,000.
That was a smoking deal at 55 grand. You can't build that truck for that.
Mustang Fastback. Built as a Boss 302 replica V8 automatic with a shaker hood.
$80,000 bid. You better give 80. You better give 80.
I think This is a Boss 302 clone. I'm going to say you're probably going to be somewhere around 45 to 49 because you can get a restored Boss for about 70.
At 50 bid, you're going to get 50, you're going to get 50, you're going to get 50,000, you're going to get 55. At 50 bid, you're going to get 60. At 60 bid,
wow.
reserve is off here, you're going to get 65. At 60 bid, you're going to get 5 bid, you're going to get 70 bid, you're going to get 70, you're going to get 70, you're going to get 70. At $70,000, $70,000, you're going to get 70 bid, you're going to get 70, you're going to get 70. At 70,000.
Guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, you can buy a real Boss 302 on Bring a Trailer that's in real nice shape for this kind of money. The market, looks like the market is coming back. $67,000 for a Boss 302 clone. That's wild.
Now offering S19, a 2003 Ford F-150 Harley-Davidson Edition pickup. Same owner since 2012. 7,500 miles. Rare factory supercharged V8 automatic transmission with the Marty report.
And somebody give $80,000 bid. You better give 80, better give 80, better give 70, better give 60. $60,000 bid. You better give 50.
What do you think on the truck, guys? Drop it in the chat. What do you think it's going to sell for? I don't know.
And now 27,000. You better get 70, you better get 30. At 30 bid, you better get 30, you better get 30, you better get 30, you better get 30, put him at 30,000. You better get 2.
Did he say if it was the supercharged Harley edition?
32, 35. I have $32,000. Somebody get $35,000 for it. I have 32 bid. You better get 5 bid. You better get 5 here. You better get 2, 5. At 32, $35,000. Last call. Anybody else? Close the bid at $32,000.
Wow.
Close the bid. The bid goes on.
Now offering S20, a 71 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme convertible. No expense spared, restoration completed in 2010. Still presents very well. V8 automatic transmission, new black convertible top with a glass rear.
There's got to be $60,000, $70,000 in this car.
How much is somebody get $50,000 bid? You better get 50. At $50,000 bid, you better get 50 bid. You better get 40. You better get 40. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 30.
The Cutlasses have never been super hot, but it is a rag top. So the saying goes, when the top goes down, the price goes up.
Of car people that would give $10,000
Probably
for it.
25, 30 grand maybe.
15, now 20, 15, 25, 25, 30, 25 bid. You better get 30 bid. You better get 37, 30, 27 bid. You better get 30. Reserve is off at 27 bid. You better get 30 bid. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 28 at 27,000. You better get 28,000. You better get 7 bid 8. 9, 29,000. You better give 8, 9, 30. At 30 bid, you better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 1. At 30 bid, you say 30. At 29, 30. I have 29 bid. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 29 and 30. So,
right in the sweet spot. That's the number I had in mind.
Now offering S21, a 65 Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 3 long wheelbase. Factory left-hand drive configuration.
Cool.
It has 4-inch longer wheelbase to give more space in the rear passenger area. Optional factory air car.
If you're in the comments, guys, if you're here watching, drop your estimate. What do you think it's going to sell for in the chat? Because I have no clue on these.
You better get 5 bid. You better get 35. I have $30,000 bid. Somebody get $35,000 for it. I have 30 bid. You better get 35,000. You better get 30 bid. You better get 32. Put them at 5 bid. You better get 7. At 37,000. You better get 7. Drive it away. At 37,000. Now 40 bid. You better get 2 bid. You better get 3 bid. You better get 44. At 43 bid. You better get 4. You better get 4. You better get 5 bid. You better get 45. I have 44. 45.
It seems cheap to me, but I don't know these cars that well.
At 45,000. Close the bid at $44,000. Close the bid. The bid goes on.
Now offering
you can't restore that car for that kind of money.
240Z 6-cylinder 4-speed.
Somebody get $60,000 here. 25, 30, 30 bid. You better get 30. You better get 35. At 30's bid, go 5 here. You better get 35, 40. At 40 bid, you better get 40. You better get 40. You better get 40 bid. You better get 40. $35,000 bid. Anybody get $37,000 for it? I have 35 bid. You better get 36, 7. At 37,000, you better give 8,000. You better give 7, 8. At $38,000 bid, you better give 8 bid. You better give 8. 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 Anybody get 37.5? I have $35,000 bid. 37.5.
Wow.
I have 35. Anybody get 36?
I honestly didn't know these cars were bringing that kind of money.
Close bid at $35,000.
I need to pay attention to these guys more, huh?
Now offering S23, a 69 Camaro Custom Professional Restoration, LS3 V8 automatic transmission.
Okay, so we got an LS swapped Camaro coming in. So this is when the prices are going to start changing. As soon as you start getting LS swaps, as soon as you start getting mods, these cars start bringing a lot more money. So this could easily be a $100,000 car.
$80,000 bid. $85,000 for it. I have 80 bid. You better give 85,000. You better give 80's bid. 85 at $80,000 bid. Anybody give $85,000 for it at $80,000 bid. You better give 85 bid. You better give 5 bid. You better give 80 bid. 85. Close bid at $80,000 and the bid goes on.
Now offering, coming down the lane, S24. That's a 71 Ford
80,000. That
Mustang
was good.
fastback. Original engine and transmission. A real R-Code 351 Boss V8. 4-speed with a Marty report.
80.
So R code means it's a 351 Cobra Jet. It's not a Boss 351. So it's a $25,000 car.
20, 5, 30, 30, 5, 35. 30's bid, you better get 35. I have 30 bid, you better get 35. 40 at $40,000.
Yeah, that's good money.
40 bid, 5.
Like I said, it looks like the market's hot again. This is great. This is really good for the economy, guys.
I have $40,000.
40,000, wow.
42. Now 5. 42, you better get 5. Put it at 5 bid, you better get 40.
The 71 to 73 Mustang market has always been super soft, unless it was a 429 J code Cobra Jet car. So seeing $47,000 for a 351 Cobra Jet is nuts.
50 bid, you better get your out 2. 50 bid, 52.
Wow.
50's bid, 52. Reserve is off.
Oh my
bid, you better
goodness.
get 52. I have $50,000 bid, you better get
$50,000.
Sold $50,000, Ryan Brewer. Here's Russ Conklin.
There's Russ.
I just want you to see my face. That's nuts.
Chevy K5 Blazer, built for the SEMA
There we
show
go.
with
I got one of these.
overdrive and vintage air.
Right, thank you, Ricky. How much here? I'll give 100. I have $100,000 bill down, one bill, $100,000 on it. You want
Can't see it really well.
$30,000
Door handles are shaved.
$50,000 on a bed. $50,000, $60,000, $50,000. Then I'm going to do $60,000 on a bed. 50, 60,
So I've got an 85 K5 two-wheel drive.
60, 60, 70,
This thing's got a lot of money in it.
65, $60,000 down, plan to do $65,000
There's
on it.
65, dude.
Wow. Down 70.
Oh, it's all shaved in the back. Look at that. Look at all the touches they've done on the back of that truck. Wow. Wow. Whoa. 80,000. What?
That's $77,000 bid. $80,000 on it.
Oh, they molded in the cap?
$80,000, 77, 80. $80,000 on a bid. $80,000, 80.
That's amazing. For a custom full-size Blazer, $77,000.
Anybody else? You want to give 80? Close bid, 77,000.
Well, I tell you what, guys, I'm real happy because I own one of these. Wow, that was awesome. $77,000 for that. Yes.
$70,000 bid. 70, high by 30, 40, high 30 bid, high 40, 50, 50 bid, high $40,000 down, 45, 50, $50,000, $50,000, 45 bid, $50,000 bid, 50, high 45, go $50,000, 55, $50,000.
These things are so cool.
$55,000 on it, $50,000 bid, $55,000 down, $50,000 down, 5, here now 5, high negative $50,000 final bid, $50,000 out of it, $55,000 out of Defender, $50,000 out of it, 55, $50,000 out of $55,000 down 5, 5, high negative $50,000 down 5. Anybody else?
Those things are so cool looking.
$55,000 on it, $50,000.
I'd love to just rip that thing off road somewhere.
Last call, $50,000, $55,000. Bid goes on at 50,000. Here's Ricky.
Take a look at lot S28, a 1961 Chevy Impala hardtop with a 6-liter custom intake.
Yep,
No reserve.
Silver, no reserve. How much you get? $50,000.
There we go.
$50,000, $40,000.
That's a $70,000 car, easy.
15, 20, 5, 25, 5, 30, 5, 35, 40, 45, 45, 45, 50, 50,000 out of bid, 55, 55, 55, 55, 60, 60,000, 65, 65 down 65, yep, 5 high down 70, 67. Now 70. Now
there
70,
it is.
Now 70. Higher negative 70 down out of bed. Yes, 70. Higher down 70 bed down to 72. Yes, 72, sir. Higher down 2. Now 5. Now 5. Higher 75 out of bed. 77 pounds and out of bed.
That LS swap does it every time.
80, higher negative 80 pounds.
Look at that beautiful color, too.
80,000 out of bed. 82,000 out of bed. 80 bed 82. Yes, 2. Higher negative 80,000 out of down 2.
80,000, guys. Come on. It may hit 100.
80,000 out of bed. 82,000 out of 82. Sold 80,000.
Not bad. I said 70, so 80 is good, man. The market's hot. Love this.
With an LS V8, a 5-speed, only 2,000 miles since completion of the build.
You're buying 80,000 out of bed, 60,000 out of bed, 60, higher negative 30,000 out of 40 bed, 40, 50, higher down.
Another LS swap.
55, 60, 60,000 out of bed, 60,000 out of bed, 55,000 out of bed, 60,000 out of bed, 50,
Wow.
60,
For a 72 with an LS swap.
55,000 out of bed, negative 60,000, 55,000 out of bed, 60,000 out of it, 60,000 out of bed, high 55, 60.
Guys, I am blown away at these numbers. This market was super soft the last 2 years, and it is back. This is so good for the hot rod industry that I work in.
55 to bed, negative 60,000. Close bid at 55,000. The bid goes on at 55.
Lot S30, 1957 Chevy Custom with over $100,000 invested in the bill with a multi 4-speed and air.
Look at this one, Ricky. Give 100. Here now one.
Beautiful car.
I got 25.
Look at that burnt orange.
35, 40, 45, 50, 50,000 out of bed, 50,000, 50, you get 50, 50,000 out of bed, 45, 50, 50 to bed.
Unfortunately, without an LS swap, it's not going to bring the big numbers that it should. And it's not a hardtop car, it's a post car, so you can see that right in here, you can see that post.
50,000 out of bed. 50 to bed, negative 50,000.
Somebody's going to take a loss on that one.
47 to bed, 50, 50 down, 50 down, out of bed, down, 50,000, 50 to bed, what do you want to do, Kirk? 47 to bed, 50,000, 50 to bed, negative 50,000.
I'm not a big fan of that cowl induction hood either.
50, budget 48,000.
It really breaks up the hood spears. And they got that billet grill in there.
48,000 anybody else? 47, 48, last call. 47, 48,000. 47, negative 48,000.
Dropping 100 grand in a sedan.
Anybody else?
It's not a good move.
47, 48, $48,000. 47 to bed, 48,000. Good 8, negative 47,000 out of 48,000 out of bed. Good 8, out of 48,000. Reserve is off. 47,000.
Oh, wow. Yeah, somebody's taking a huge hit on this one. Reserve is off, which means it'll sell for whatever the final bid is.
48,000. So 47,000.
Wow. Somebody just got a smoking deal.
Lot S31, a 2011 Nicky Super.
That was a good buy.
Stage 2, 610 horsepower, Nicky registry certificate, and clean Carfax.
Give by 60, negative 60 down to 50,000 out of bed, 50,000 out of bed, 25, 30, 30 bed, negative again.
It's about a
35, 40,
yeah, it's about a 35,000.
40,000 out of bed.
Oh, it's an SS Stage 2. Oh, I missed that. Okay, so it's a 45,000 car.
37 to bed, 40,000 out of 40,000 out of 37 negative 40,000.
Super Camaro.
Yep, 40, 37,000.
You can see that Stingray hood on it.
40,000 out of
That Corvette Stingray hood.
40,000 out of 37,000 out of 40. Innovative 38,000 out of bed. 37, $38,000 on it. 37,000, 38,000 out of bed, 37 to bed, 38, $39,000, 40, 39, 40, 39, 40, 40,000 out of 39, 40. You're 41, higher negative 40,000 out of that one. You're down one to negative 40,000 out of 41,000 dollars. Last call, 40 bed, 41,000. Plus bid of 40,000. The bid goes on at 40.
Take a look.
I tell you what, it didn't sell, but 40 is about right. 35, 40 is about right for that. That's a good car. That's a real fun car to drive if you can get your hands on one.
Higher negative 70,000 out of bed. Higher negative 60,000 out of bed. 60,000 out of 20,000 out of bed. 30,000 out of 40,000 out of bed. Hit 40, 50, high 40 bed.
Not a GTO. It's just a Catalina.
40, 45, 40,000.
It's good money for a Catalina 40.
45,000 out on it. 40,000.
They're very big cars.
45, hit 40 grand. Higher negative 550, 47, 50, 50,000 out of bed. 50 to bed. Higher negative 50,000 out of 50. 50
That's
to
good
bed.
money.
Higher negative 50,000 down. 50 to bed. Down to 50,000 on it. 50,000 down to 50 to bed. Hit 50, high 50.
This is a good opportunity to just, as you're looking at the image of the car, you know, it looks really beautiful, but you can't really actually tell how straight this car is because you're not there. So if you look at the reflection in the hood, you can kind of get a feel for how some of the bodywork is, how some of the paintwork is. I tell you what, for a black 66 Catalina, 49,000, good money.
50,000 out on it. 50,000 out of bed. Hit of an else. Last call. 50,000 out of 40 down to negative 50. Plus bid of 49,000. The bid goes on at 49.
Lot S33, 1931 Ford 5-window coupe, hot rod, all steel body and fenders with a supercharged 350.
You're right. High bottom and
A vehicle description card.
You're right. High bottom and negative 70 bid. 60,000 60. Higher negative 60 bid. Higher negative 50 to bid. 50. Higher negative 50.
Yeah, the earlier 30s cars have come down quite a bit in price. This used to be a $40,000, $50,000 car. They're just not bringing. They're not bringing that kind of money the last couple of years. I'd be surprised if this goes up.
30,000 out of bed. 32,000 out of bed. Hit 2. Higher negative 32,000 out of down 2. Hit down 32,000 out of down 2. Take it to be 32,000 out of. Hit 31,000 out of bed. 30 bed. 31. 30,000 out of down 1. 30 bed. 31,000 out of. Hit 30 grand. 31. Higher negative 31 Kirk. Hit 30,000 out of down. 30,000 out of down 31. Hit down 1 a bit. 31.
Yeah, like I said, it would have been a $40,000, $50,000 car several years ago.
33,000 out of bed.
You can't build this car for 30. Like you couldn't put this car together for that kind of money. The chassis alone's 15 grand in it.
Reserve is up 35, 36, 35 to bed, 36,000 out of. Hit 35, last call 35, 36,000. So 35,000 dollars. So 35.
The market's soft on these still. The generation that was really into these cars are, you know, they're passing on, unfortunately. There we go. 68 SS 396, 183 VIN number car. If it's a numbers matching car, they've been hitting about 60.
50, 50, 55, 55, 52, 55, higher negative 5 bed, 55 pounds out of bed, down negative 55, 7.
Fun fact, my father still has his
57, higher negative 55,
68 Super Sport.
55 pounds out of bed, 57 pounds out of it, 55 pound out of 57 pound out of bed, 55 to bed, higher now 57, 55 pound out of bed, negative 56 pounds out of anybody else, 55, 53, 55, 54, I got 53, 54, 54, 53, 54, 54,000 out of bed, 3, 4, 54, 53, 54,000 out of bed, 53, 4, 54 to bed, higher negative 3, 4, 4, higher negative 54,000 dollars. Anybody else? Last call. Reserve is up. 53.
It's really fun to know that, like, you know, what I'm thinking about these cars right now, especially in this current market, it's pretty close. You know, some of them are going a little bit over what I was thinking what their value is, but they're almost right. Like I said, about 50 on this one. It's 53,000, so that was really good.
For the Impala and has a 348 with tri-power.
Here's a tri-power car, 348 tri-power, 58 Impala. These cars used to hit 100 grand, no problem. We'll see what happens.
50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 65 money, 65, 70, high down 70 bid, $70,000, 5, high down 75, here down pound 75 pounds, another 80,000, another 90, 75 pounds, another 80,000 on a bed, here down 75, 80, high negative 80,000, 75, 77 goes 77 pounds on a bed, 80,000, 80,000 on a bed, 80,000, 82,000 on a bed, 80 bed,
It should hit 100.
82 right there, 80,000 too. I have an 80,000 out of bed, 82,000 out of bed, 80 bed, 82, 80,000 out of 82,000 out of bed, $80,000, 82,000 out of 80 bed, 82, negative 82, good 80,000 out of bed, $82,000. Anybody else? 80,000 out of bed, $82,000. Last call, 80,000, $82,000. Anybody else? Close bid at 80,000.
Wow.
Goes on at 80.
Coming down the lane line.
So the 50s car market so far seems a little soft today. These things are hit or miss because it's a one-off custom. It could bring big money if the right person's in the room that wants it. But it is a 41 Willys, and 41 Willys, if it's a steel body, always bring big money.
70, negative to 60 down, down 70 pound out of bed, 60 pounds, another 65 pound, 65, negative to 60 down, down 5, negative to 65 pounds, another 60 pounds.
Looks like it's steel, the way the hood's opening.
65 pound down, 60 pound, down 5, 5 got 60 pounds in the bed, 65 pound, 60 pound, down 5, 60 pounds out of bed, 65 pounds, another 10 of it else, 60 pounds, another 62 pounds out of bed, 60 pounds, another 62 pounds, another all through, 60 to bed, 62,000, 60 pounds, another bed, 62 pounds, another. Anybody else? 60,000, 62, 60 pound, down 2, 62,000. Close bid at 60,000. The bid goes on.
Oh, it's tubbed.
Bot S39, 2013 Bentley Continental GTC convertible all-wheel drive.
Here to be a Bentley, high docket at 80, 70, 70 pound, 60 pound out of bed. Here's 60, high 25 to bed, 30, 35, 35 pound out of 5, 40, 40 pound out of 35 to bed at 40 pound out of 40, high 35 to bed at 40 pounds out of 90, 35, 40, 37, 40, 40.
No clue on this one, guys.
40,
These are not my specialty.
40 pound out of bed, 40, 37 pounds another, 40 pounds on a Bentley GTC, 37, 40, 40 pounds out of bed, 37 pound, 40 pound, 40 bed, now negative 40 pounds and dollars. Anybody else? 37's a bed, 40 pounds on. Here now 40, 37 and negative 40 pounds on. Yep, 40, 100 down, 40 bed down, last call, 37 pound out of 40 pounds on. Close bid at 37 pounds, and the bid goes on at 37.
Offering lot S40, a 63 Corvette convertible, custom build.
You're right. I'm going to do. Take your Ricky. How much here? Give 150. Give 150. I'm going to do 120 pounds to start it. So we give $100,000 on it. 140, 50, 60, 70, 65, 70. 70 pound out of bed, 70, 60 pound bed, 70 pounds and out of bed, 65, 70, hand out of bed, negative to 65, 65 pound out of bed, negative to 60,000, 65, 60 pounds and out of bed, hand negative to 60 pound out of 65 pound negative to 60 pound out of down 5 here down 65 pound out of bed, 60 pounds and out of 65 pound out of down 60 down 5. If I get a big of 62 pounds and out of it, 60 pounds and out of bed, 62 pounds and out of bed. 60 down, down 2, higher negative to 60 down, down 2, 2, higher negative to 60 down, down 2, down 2, down 2, 60 pounds and out of bed, 62 pounds and out of anybody else? 60 pounds in the bed, 62,000, 60 down, down 2, 62,000. Now 5, 62, 65, 62.
That's a deal if they let it go.
65 pounds and out of bed, 62,000, 65, 67. 67 pounds and out of bed, 65, 67, 67 pounds and out of it. Now 70 pounds and out of sir. Now 70 bullet, now 70, now 5, now 75, sir. Now 75, 75 pounds and out of bed. Here now 580. And that 80 bed. Hit 80 pounds and out of bed. Now 85 pounds and out of bed. 85. Negative 80 pounds and out of now 5.
There we go. Now we're moving. Now we're moving.
You want to give 87? Negative 85, 87 pound out of bed. 85 pound out of 87 pound. Car up block. 85, 87. 85 to bed. Hit me too. Hot 87 bullet. 87 pound out of there now 90. Now 90. Now 90 pound out of now 90. Hit 90 pounds and out of bed. Negative 90. Negative 90. 90 pounds and out of bed. Hit down 92. Right here. 92. 90 pounds and out of bed. 91. Wow, we hit the dime store.
Like I said, this thing should be 120, 130.
91 going to be 2. You're 2. 92 to bed. Down negative 92 to bed. You're 2. Negative 92 pound down negative 2. 92. Here down 92 pound out of bed. Down negative 92. Anybody else? Now 93, sir. You started that. Give 93. 92. 93. 93 pounds and out of bed. 92. 93. Anybody else? Last call. Your guy is done. I got 92. 93. Anybody else? 92 pounds is bid. 93 pounds and $90. Negative 92, 93. Negative 92 to bid. 3 to bid.
This should be a $100,000 car, especially a red Corvette convertible. 63 of all years.
$93,000. 92, 93. 92, 93. 93,000 out of bid. Anybody else? 92,000 $93,000 negative 92, 93. 93, higher negative 92 pound down 3 to bid down negative 92 pounds down 93 to bid down negative.
Sometimes what happens is there's multiple cars.
Yes, it is. It's serious.
That are going to go up for auction that are similar. So somebody might be waiting to bid on a different one, but 91's not bad, but I do think it should hit 100 to 120 on this guy. Red is the hot color, convertible, red interior. It's got everything. If it was LS swapped, it would go wild.
Just give 100. Just do it.
There you go. Give 100.
Give 100. Got to give 100.
He's gonna do it. Is he gonna do it?
Did it? You done?
Do it.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know. Well, I guess we're gonna close the bid at 92,000. The bid goes on at 92.
Wow.
Okay.
So they didn't sell it. They didn't let it go. So I said it should be 120, 100 to 120, 130. Is it a short bed? K10 Cheyenne, but I can't see if it's a short bed or not. Yeah. Okay. So short bed, 4x4. Looks like it hasn't been restored, so I'd be surprised to see what this does. Nice patina, original paint.
23, 24. Anybody else? Last call. 24. So $23,000.
That was a good buy.
Ryan.
Lot S42 on the block now, showing a 1966 Ford Mustang convertible, 475 horsepower.
Oh, there we go. Built convertible, probably 45, right around that area.
45, pound out 40 pound out down 5, hit 5, 40 pound down 5 to bed 45, 42.
Let's say 45.
47,
50 might be pushing it.
45 pounds and out of bed, 47 pounds and out of it. Hit 45, pound negative 47 pound out of bed. Hit 45 here, 47 pounds out. Hit 45, pound negative 47. Anybody else? 45, 47. Last call, 47,000. Plus bid of 45,000. It goes on at 45.
There it is. I said 45.
Lot S44, a 1971 Ford Bronco frame-off restore with a 302 and vintage.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm enjoying like being pretty close on these prices. First gen Bronco. Was it fuel injected?
20 pound, 30, 30, 30, 35, 30 pound,
Modified
40,
interior.
40, 30 pound,
So if this was Coyote swapped, it'd hit 100 grand all day long. It doesn't look like it's Coyote swapped at all. So no fuel injection. It's a $60,000 truck. It may not hit that because the prices have been soft, but it should hit 60. You couldn't build it for that.
47, hit 7, 40 pound, negative 47 down, 47 down out of bed, now 45, here down 7, 50, higher negative 50 down out of 47, 50, 48, 50, 50 pounds and out of bed, 50 pounds and out of on it, 50, 52, 50 grand, 52, 52 pounds and out of reserve is off, 50 down out of down 2, 50 pounds and gonna be 2, gonna be 2, gonna be 52, 50 down out of down 52 pounds and out.
I said 60.
So $50,000. So $50,000.
Wow. That's a really soft market on those guys.
Lot S45.
That was a buy. That was a good buy. Oh, cool. Look at the early Skyline. You don't see too many of these out here. I wonder what this will do. I have no clue. This could be a $60,000 car, or it could be $40,000. It could be $100,000. I have no clue. Let's see. I'm very curious on the early Skyline.
15 pound out of 17, 20, 17 negative 20, 20 pounds and down 2.
That thing is so
20
cool.
grand, 22, 20 bed, negative 22 pound out of bed. 20, 22, negative 20.
Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments, in the chat. Tell me what you're thinking on these cars.
7 pound out of bed, down 70 bed. 7, 20 pound, 27 pounds. So 25, so 25.
I feel like that was a really good deal.
Coming down the lane, lot S46.
You couldn't restore that car for 25 grand.
Yes, it is.
It features a 265 and an automatic
There we go.
transmission.
Is it a
Now, on the front,
Cameo?
It said it was a 3-speed manual transmission. Just to be correct, it is an automatic transmission. And purportedly, previously,
It is a
owned by
Cameo.
pop star Janet Jackson.
Should hit 60 to 70. 70 might be high.
80 pound out of bed. 80, I think so. 80 bed, 60 pound out of 60, 40 pound out of 50 pound out of bed. 50.
So you can see the big back window on the Cameo, and then it had fiberglass bedsides that resembled the Bel Air in the rear bumper, which was different.
60 pounds out of bed. Here now 55 pound, 60 pound out of 50 pound, negative 60, 60 pound out of 50 pound, negative 60 pound, 60 pounds out of bed, 55 pounds out of 60 pounds out of it, 60 pounds out of 50 pound, negative 60 pounds out of anybody else, 50 pound bed down 60.
There it is.
50 pounds of bed.
I said 60 grand.
Thanks, Rod.
55.
60,000 close bid 55 pounds and the bid goes on at 55.
Bid goes on. Didn't sell.
A 2005 Porsche 911 Carrera S with a 6-speed and power sunroof.
Here behind a high bottom and how much here? 60 pounds and out on it. 60 to bid. 60 down out of
did they say 911?
Here 50 you got 25. 5
Yeah.
30 30 25 35.
These are getting real hot.
40 40 35 40.
It could hit 60.
37 40. 40 butches out, 37, 40, 40 bed down negative 40 pound out of 42, high negative 225, 45 pound out of bed, 5 pound out, 40 pound of bed, 45 pound out of down 5 here down 45 pound out of bed, 45 pound out of down 5 bed, 45 pounds head, here down 5 45 pound out of down negative 40 pound of bed, 45 pounds and out of bed, you're going to get 43 pounds and out of on it, 43 pounds and out of bed. 43 pounds, 44, 43, 44, 44 pounds and out of bed, 44, 43, 4, 4, high down 44, last call, high down 43, 44 pound out of down 4, 5, 45 pounds head, 5, high negative 5 to bed, 5, 45 pound out of bed, 5, high down 45, 45, 45 pounds and out of bed down then, and 46,
It's cheap.
negative 45, 6, 7, 47 pound out of bed, 47
Should be
pound out of
60.
bed, down 7, 47 pounds head, here down 70 bed, down 47 pound out of down 7 here down 47 pound out of anybody else, all 3 are hard down, here 47 pounds and out of down 6, 7, 47, hard down, anybody else, 47 pounds and out of done it, 46, 7, 45 and the reserve is off. 47 pounds and out of bid. Internet, going to get 46, 45, 46. Last call, 46. Sold 45. Sold 45 pounds and dollar. Jesse Kopp.
Lot S 48, a 1990 Nissan Skyline GTR, turbocharged, all-wheel drive, no reserve.
No reserve. Honda Magnitude Hummer 50. Honda 50 pound out of 40, 30 pounds and out of bed. 30. Hit 30. Honda 10, 15.
A 90 GTR. So RB26 twin turbo. That should hit 60, unless it's beat up pretty bad.
20 pounds and out of bed. Here's 17 to bed, 18 pounds and out of bed. Hit 18 pounds and out of bed. Down deck at 18. Hit 18 to bed. Down deck at 18 pounds and out of bed. Down 15, 18. 15 to bed at 18 pounds and out of bed. 18 pounds and out of 15 to bed at 18. 15 pounds, 17 pounds, 17, 18, 19. 18 to bed at 19 to bed, 18 to bed. Anybody else? So 18.
What?
18 pounds.
What?
Lot S 49 is a great looking.
That was stolen. That is ridiculous.
No reserve.
60 down out of 50 down out of bed. 50.
It's not a retractable Fairlane. It's a 500. Be interested in seeing what this one does.
30 down 25. 20 down 5. Hit down 5. 20 down down 5. Hit 5. 30. 25 negative 7. 25. 27. 25. 27. 25, 27, hit 7, 25, anybody else, 27 pound out of bed, hit 25, 7, 6, 8, 28 pounds and out of bed, 30, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32, 32 pounds, 31, 31 pounds and out of it.
Man, you couldn't do the body work and paint.
Brian, you want to get 32? 31, 32,
or that trim
so 31,
for $31,000. That's a deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Matt Moribid.
I'd really like to see one of those with a coyote swap in it. That'd be awesome.
Got a 390 V8 fuel injection with air, no reserve. No reserve.
Oh, it's a 60 Starliner. These cars are really cool, but they're hit and miss. Be interested in seeing kind of what this one ends up at. Look at that engine bay. That thing's clean. Wow.
Now offering S51.
What a beautiful car.
56 Nomad wagon. Got a V8 crate engine, fuel injection, automatic, vintage air, no reserve.
56 Nomad. So this would have been a $75,000 to $100,000 car. I don't know, 5-6 years ago. But look at that fender. You can see right here in the fender, you see where the moldings aren't lined up properly. So the fender's not lined up well. The hood is tweaked. You can see it sitting kind of cocked like that. You can see a dimple divot in the hood. Roofline looks really good. If it sells for less than 75, that's a deal. But you can see the reflection, the ripple in it. If it was LS swamped, it'd be 100 grand.
That's close to the bit of a two.
There it is, 70. Cool. Nomad market is back. That's what I said, guys. There it is again.
Nomad wagon. Got a V8 tri-power carburation and power rear tailgate window, no reserve.
Wagon time here down. I'd get a bit of a 78. I'd get a bit of a 58 pounds to the bid. And 58. I'd get a bit of a 40. I'd get a bit of a 30 bid, 35.
No clue on this one.
45. I'd get a bit of a 45 pounds.
It's a four-door.
I'd get a bit of a 40 bid 5. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 5. I'd get a bit of a 40. Get a bit of a 45 pound bid. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 5. Bit of a 5. Get a bit of a 40. Get a bit of a 5. 45,000. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 5. I'd get a bit of a 45 bid. And I'd get a bit of a 5. I'd get a bit of a find one yet. I'd get a bit of a 45 bid. I'd get a bit of a 40. Get a bit of a 45,000 a bid. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 348 tri-power car. I'd get a bit of a 45,000.
Oh, it's a tri-power car. Wow. A tri-power four-door, huh? Factory, did they say? That's a cool piece.
I'll take that. Hit 5-7 here. You want to get 7. And wait down 40. I'd get a bit of a 47 here. Down 40 bid. Hit 40 both down. I'd get a bit of a 40 down a bid. You get 40 at 2. Sorry. I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 2 here. Time to get a 2. And I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 40. I'd get a bit of a 42 bid. And I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 40.
So one of the things to know about like these big wagons is there's so much trim on these big wagons that when you re-chrome this trim, you could have 10 grand just in re-chroming all the trim on this thing. So you've got that big windshield, all that glass. So I mean, like $42,000. I mean, you can't restore these cars today at the current cost of materials. You can't restore this car for that kind of money. So really neat piece. Interesting decision on the headlights on the Cougar. They got rid of the hideaway headlights that are typically on the front of the Cougar. I think I actually like that look over the hideaway headlights.
$47,000 on this Cougar. Hit 5-7 a bid. Hit 47,000 down. I'd get a bit of a 5 here. Down 7. And I'd get a bit of a 5 bid. Down 7. Down 7. I'd get a bit of a 5 here. Last call. Down 7 a bid. Hit 5. I'd get a bit of a 7. I'd get a bit of a 5 down. I'd get a bit of a 47,000. And I'd get a bit of a 5 down 7. I'd get a bit of a closer to 45.
It's a good looking car. I like what they did with those headlights. It really changes the front end of the Cougar. And they put those scoops in the hood. Those look really cool.
Recently cleaned fuel injectors with a 6-speed.
I'd get a 6-speed car down. I'd get a bit of a 75. I'd get a bit of a 60. And 68. I'd get a bit of a
The supercars, the Ferrari market, not really my specialty, so this will be interesting.
And if you get 42,000 here, 40 bid, 2 down, 2 down, 2. And I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 40 down a bid, 42 to 5. Get a bit of a 5. I'd get a bit of a 5 here, 5. Hit 5 down 7. Hit 5 here down 7. I'd get a bit of 58. I'd get a bit of a 15,000. I'd get a bit of 58. Thank you, 2. Hit 52 bid. Hit 50 bid, 2. 52. I'd get a bit of 15. I'd get a bit of 51,000. Hit 50 bid, 1 here. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of 51 down a bid. Hit 1. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 50. I'd get a bit of a 1 here. Of a 1. And a 1 here. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of a I'd get a bit of a down 51,000. And 50 here. I'd get a bit of a 1 down 1. I'd get a bit of a close to the 50,000. You got to close
1,050 north of 60 as well.
Now offering S55 from the Arizona Collection 2018 Toyota 4Runner TRD. The odometer reads just 12,000 miles, automatic transmission, 4-wheel drive, air conditioning with a second row vent.
Gotcha. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it back and all. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it about 100,000 here. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it about 80,000. 80 bid. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it about here to about 40, 45 bid. At 40 here down 5. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it about 5. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it about 5 down 45 bid. At 40. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it about 45,000 a bid. Not gonna be able to go 5 here. Not gonna be about 45. Thinking 50. At 50. Not gonna be make sure another one. Not gonna be about 50. At 50. Not gonna be either. Not gonna be about 50,000 bid. And not gonna be about 50. Not gonna be about 50. Not gonna be about 45. 50. At 45 down 50. Not gonna be about 50.
Wow, for a 4Runner.
47 here down 7. And not gonna be about 5 bid down 7 here. Not gonna be about 45 down 7. Not gonna be on a 4.
Well, it's 2018, so I guess it's newer.
And not gonna be about 7. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it. Hello. Not gonna be about 7. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it about 7 and a half. And not gonna be about 7. Gonna close it at 45. Close it at 45,000 if it goes on.
Now offering S56 at 2020 Mercedes-Benz S65 AMG Final Edition. Built to commemorate the end of the 6th generation S-Class. Only 130 were produced worldwide. Bi-turbo V8 plus parking package with 360-degree camera.
It's all the bi-turbos. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it. 300,000 a bid. And now not gonna be a bit of a cut
No
of it.
clue on this one.
Are you here? Not gonna be a bit of a go in this car. Not gonna be sell you around. And not gonna be a bit of a 3. So we're gonna get 200,000. And not gonna be a bit of a 2 here. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it. Found him. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it. About cut of it. 100,000 a bid. And now one. Not gonna be a bit of a cut of it. About bid. Not gonna be about one. Down one. Not gonna be about 50. 75 bid. At 50. Not gonna be about 75. Not gonna be about 50. Not gonna be about 75,000 a bid. In 75. And a bit of a cut of it. About 50. Not gonna be about one. Not gonna be 75 at 125. And one bid 25. Not gonna be about down here. 25. Hit one. Not gonna be about 20.
Single cab in the comments here in the chat. Yeah, the prices are down over, the market from 10 years, but they're actually up compared to the last 2 years. So it looks like the market is coming back, comparatively speaking, but they're not those 2020 marketplace numbers that you had before. So in 2020, we saw skyrocketed numbers only because people were getting those stimulus checks. And those stimulus checks people went out and spent on cars and parts and everything else. So prices just went through the roof. I don't think we will see 2020 stimulus check or 2021 prices again like that. I just don't think we'll see those kinds of prices. And if we do, it's going to be at least a few years before we see those. But those were really inflated numbers because people were getting checks and they were spending that money. That's my observation from being in the industry. People can disagree with me on that. But what we're seeing is a rebound on the market after it dumped the last couple of years. So we are starting to see a rebound. It would be good to invest now for anybody who's in the dealer market.
420 Cobra Ram chair, not gonna be about 50, not gonna be 30, and 30 bid 25, gonna be about 30,000, and 30 bid, not gonna miss one here, not gonna be about 30 bid, and not gonna be about 30, not gonna be about 25 down 7, not gonna be about 5, not gonna be all play there 5 7, not gonna be get 7 to bid, and 7 30 bid, and not gonna be down 9, gonna be about 9, not gonna be about 9, not gonna be about 9, gonna be about 9, gonna be 30, not gonna be about 5.
Yeah, 69 Torinos are always down. There's never really been a hot market for those unless it was a 428 Cobra Jet, R Code, or a Super Cobra Jet car. You can't restore the car for 31. I mean,
33,000. Hit 3, not gonna be a 3, and not gonna be 3, not gonna be a 3, down 3, not gonna be a bit of a 3 bid, and not gonna be a 3, down 3, not gonna be a bit of a 33,000, and not gonna be a 2. You want to do that? Not gonna be 32,000 bid. Hit 2, not gonna be a bit of a 2, not gonna be a bit of a 32 bid, and not gonna be a 2 down, not gonna be a bit of a folks. Good news for you. That Trino over there, it's for sale. 31, 32,000. 1, 2. Hit 1, 2, not gonna be a 32 bid. Hit 2, not gonna be a bit of a 2, not gonna be a 31 down 2, down 1, down 2. Hit 1 bid, not gonna be a 32 bid, not gonna be a 31, $32,000 on a half, 32,000. Sold 31,000. Sold $31,000.
that's a deal. Somebody just stole that car at 31,000. Oh my goodness. These are oddballs, the turbo Trans Ams. Very oddball cars. Unless they were the pace car, they typically don't bring huge dollars. I doubt 50. I'm going to say 30. Maybe 35. If it goes higher than that, then the market is exploding on these cars, but I just can't see it higher than 35. That's just my thought. There we go.
40. You get 42, 2.
It is a T-top car. Wow, 40. It's good money for that car. I was thinking 35. So reserve is off, so it'll sell. 41's good numbers, though. Like I said, I was thinking 35. Yeah, it's good money. It's the first one that went above what I thought. There we go. Beautiful 59 wagon. Again, if this was LS swapped, it'd be, you know, 90 to 100 grand. I say, I'm going to guess 60, maybe. Wow. Oh, they upgraded the suspension. It does have a nice set of wheels on it, so. Oh, it's on air. Well, they didn't say it was on air. So it's on air ride. The interior's done. That's a really good buy. You can get it for 60. That's a good buy. Oh, and it's a 4-speed car. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That is cool. Oh, there we go. All right. 409, 348. What's it got in there? They need to give us more information. Yeah, that's why I said 60. It's 55, so close without going over. 69 Super Sport. 138 early. And 69, not all of the Super Sports were a 138 VIN. You actually had to have the number on the engine block to match the VIN to know whether or not the car was guaranteed to be a Super Sport in 69, which is different than what happened in pre-69. So 68 and previously, the Chevelles were all 138 VINs, the first 3 numbers of the VIN. 69, it wasn't guaranteed. You could have a 136 VIN that was a real Super Sport. Beautiful car.
George right as well. 60, 57, 60,000 a bid. 16,000 on a bid. 60, 57 bid. 60, 16,000. 16, I'd get a bit of a 16, 16, 2, 2, down 2, and 16, I'd get a bit of a 2, 2, 2 here, I'd get a bit of a 2. It's 60 bid, $62,000, and it is 60 bid, 62,000 a bid. 16,000, 62, car to block, 62, 62,000 bid. 16 down.
They didn't say if it was numbers matching.
62, it's going to happen, folks. 60's a bid, $62,000, got a 60 bid. It'll be just 62,000.
But really nice car, red with the black stripe on the side.
60.
There we go.
62,000, George. Yes or no? 62,000 a bid. 60 bid too. Is that a no or is that a go? 62.
60 is good money considering that it's got
62,000. 60.
fuel injection on it rather than the factory carb.
Paul Guck.
Now offering us 61, a 2000 Porsche 911 Carrera Cabriolet, 6-cylinder engine, 6-speed, power top with air.
And I'd get a bit of a cut of a tear. I'd get a bit of a cut of a it is. I'd get a bit of a cut of a 25. I know. And I'd get a bit of a 25. That's wide. I'd get a bit of a 20. Get a bit of a 20. 15. 17.
No clue on this one.
Here. And 10. 5. 7,000 a bid. And 7 down 10. I'd get a bit of a cut of a 12. I'd get a bit of a 11,000. 12,000. And 12. I'd get a bit of a cut of a 12. A bit of a cut of a 12 bid. And at 13. 13. I'd get a bit of a 12. I'd get a bit of 13. I'd get a bit of a cut of a 14 a bid. At 14. I'd get a bit of 13 here. 14 a bid. And 14 down. I'd get a bit of a cut of a 14. hang and roller slow. Not gonna bid at 14,000. Hit 14 down. Not gonna bid a bid. Gonna bid at 14 a bid. And it's gonna bid 13.5. You'll do that there. Not gonna bid 13,000. 5 in a bid. Hit 5. Not gonna bid a bid. Gonna bid about 5 here. Not gonna bid 13.5. Not gonna bid power top air car. And not gonna bid about 5. Not gonna bid a bid. Gonna bid 13.5. And not gonna bid about 5 bid. Not gonna bid 13,000. 5 in a bid. Hit 5. Not gonna bid a bid. Gonna bid. Not gonna bid a bid. Gonna bid 13.5. And not gonna bid about 12. Not gonna bid 12.5. You do that. 12,005 in a bid. Not gonna bid a 30. You got 13.
Man, that's really, in my opinion, it just seems real low for a 911, but I also know that I think there's some issues with the 2000 models.
Close that one at 13. Close to the 13. We are close. The bid goes on.
Now offering us 62, a 69 C10 pickup. Got a V8 engine, automatic transmission, vintage air, and it's sold with the matching Coca-Cola trailer. Lot number is 62.1.
Is it a steps? Oh, it's a step side. This will be a hard one.
At 25 down, 30, not gonna be a bit of a 35, 35 down, not gonna be a bit of a 5 here. At 40 bid, not gonna be a bit of a 40,000 a bid. And not gonna be about 40, thank you, 45,000 here. At 5 down, 15, and down 15, down 15, down 15, down 5, 15, 5, 15.
Wow.
Slow. At 5, not gonna be 50.
50?
55,000 a bid. At 55, not gonna be about 5, 55,000. And not gonna be about 5, 7 a bid. At 55.
It's a big back window.
7 a bid, 7 a bid. Down 16.
69.
Not gonna be 16 down a bid. At 16.
With a trailer. They took an old Coca-Cola cooler and put it on the trailer. That's big money for that truck. At 57,000. That's big money for that truck. That's wild. If they don't let that thing go, if you don't sell that truck at that money, that's wild, because that is good money for a step side bed or a short narrow bed. That's incredible money for that truck. The C10 market is still hot. Let's put it that way. That Blazer that sold earlier for $77,000. It was a square body 2-wheel drive Blazer custom for 77 grand. That one really got me. So the C10 market is still hot.
Closer to 43, better than 45, I can tell you that.
Now offering us 64, 2006 Bentley Continental Flying Spur sedan. Got a 6-liter W12 engine, automatic transmission.
Yeah, these Bentleys aren't really my thing. I'd love to see. I'd really love to see some more high-end. I'd really love to see some more high-end classic cars. You know, we've been able to see some pretty cool stuff go across the block so far, but we're, an hour and a half in on this right now, and there's been a lot of Bentleys and a lot of Porsches. So I'm hoping that we get to see some more high-end collector cars. I'd love to see some rare cars, maybe some Hemi cars, I'd love to see like Boss 9, something like that, or a Cobra go across the block. So hopefully we'll see something like that. I didn't look at the website to see exactly what cars are going across the block on this one, so I might do that while we let this thing run a little bit. I might just take a look and see what cars are going to come across the block here shortly. Try to get ahead of it.
2100 get a video pawn down 20 down one, and I'd get a video down. I'd get a video pawn down pawn. I'd get a video here. I'd get a 12,000. Sold 20,000. Sold 20,000 Nick's way.
Now offering S65, a 57 Chevy 150 Handyman wagon. Got an LS3 V8 Tremec 6-speed extensive body modification.
Here you go, Chris. I'd get a video Handyman. I'd get a video three here.
And here comes our Resto mod. This 55 Handyman Resto mod. That's a really interesting looking front nose, what they did there. Here we go. Now we're talking. I like how they bronzed out the trim. And they put this big, they smoothed out the firewall. They smoothed out this. It looks like there's an LS swap in there, so... Like I said, as soon as you talk LS swap, you're hitting over 100 grand on these cars. That looks really cool with the bronze tail. 170. Woo!
Down 10, 210, had 2, down 10, had 2, not get a bit of a 10, not get a bit of a 10, down 2, down 10, hit 2, not get a bit of a 10, not get a bit of a 10, not get a bit of a 200,000 bid, 210, hit 2, not get a bit of a 10, not get a bit of a 200 bid, 210,000, hit 2 here.
Woo, 200 for a Handyman. It's not even a Nomad, it's a two-door Handyman. But that's what I'm telling you. As soon as you start doing these Resto mods, the Resto mods are hot right now. 210 and the bid goes on. Wow.
Got a turbocharged V6 Triptronic S transmission with a clean carb.
And another Porsche. All right, I'm going to sign into Mecum and see what's coming down the pike.
Hit 32, hit 2, not get a bit of a 2, down, not get a bit of a 2, pan roof on it, not get a bit of a 32,000, you want 31, get 30 bid in the back, 31,000 bid, 31, not get a bit of a down, 31, and a 1 here, not get a bit of a pawn down, pawn, not get a bit of a pawn down, 2, down 2, to 2, hit 2, not get a bit of a 2, down 1, not get a bit of a 2, down 3, not get a bit of a 3, young man, you're out right here, 33. Just keep it down. 32, 33 bid. 3, not get a bit of a 2, down 3, show like anyway. 33, and not get a bit of a 3, down 2, not get a bit of a 3, down 2, down 3, 32.
Believe it or not, baby. At University of Phoenix.
Down 2, down 3, not get a bit of a 3, down 32, 33,000. Paul, you're out 34. Paul, I'm sorry. I do have 33 and 34 to you if you can. $34,000. Paul, if it makes any difference, the reserve is off. Sir, 34,000 back there. $34,000. Get 33 bid. $34,000. 34,000 a bid. 33, 34. I'll let you get time to go back there. 34,000 bid. 34,000. 34 bid. 34. Not get a bit of a 3. Not get a bit of a 4. Down 3. Down 4. Not get a bit of a 34,000. I'd have. Sold at 33. Sold $33,000 Megan's way.
Now offering S67, a 70 Pontiac GTO convertible. Rotisserie restoration, matching numbers 400 V8, automatic, power top, hood tech, functional Ram Air hood, Matt.
It's in the right color, Bob. Not get a bit of a chair. Not get a bit of a sure. Not get a bit
there we go.
Not get a bit of a 90 pound, 80 pound, and now $80,000. Not get a bit of a 70 pound, and now not get a bit of a 70 pound. Not get a bit of a 30, 35, and 30 here. Not get a bit of a 5. Get a bit of a 40. Get a bit of a 40. Get a bit of a 5. 45,000 pound, and not get a bit of a 5 here. Not get a bit of a 45 pound here. Not get a bit of a 5. Not get a bit of a 50 down, 50 and 5. Hit 5, 50 and 5. Not get a bit of a 5 here. Not get a bit of 50, 5, 60, and 60. Not get a bit of a 60 and 5. Not get a bit of a 5. Hit 60 roller. Not get a bit of a 5. Get a bit of a 65,000. In 16, I'd get a bit of a 5 bid. I'd get a bit of a 570 bid. And I'd get a bit of a 70. I might get a bit of a 70,000 bid. 65 in the back. 70,000 pound here. 7. Now 70,000. 67. 70 bid. And 70,000 a bid. And 70 here. I'd get a bit of a 70 bid. 70 bid. 70 bid. 70,000. And I'd get a bit of 70 dude. I'd get a bit of a 70,000 a bid. And 70 bid. I'd get a bit of a 70 pound here. 72. 2. Here 2. And I'd get a bit of reserve stop. 72,000. And 70 down. I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 70. 72. And I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 70 bid. 72. And 70 bid. I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get, if you're going to buy one, just buy a nice one. At least that. 72,000. And 70 bid. I'd get a bit of a 2. I'd get a bit of a 2. 72. I'd get a bit of a tab. Sold her 70,000. Sold $70,000. T. Ravis.
Every day at a Mecum auction, ladies and gentlemen, we stop
Wow.
and we raise money for
70,000.
charity, and that charity is called Curing Kids Cancer. And here's Violet Mecum to tell you a little more about the cause and the mission of Curing Kids Cancer. Violet?
Thanks, Bobby. Curing Kids Cancer was founded by a mother who faced the ultimate heartbreak of losing a child to leukemia. On top of that, they learned that there was a drug that would have saved his life, but the barrier between that precious child and survival was money. Since then, Curing Kids Cancer has not only helped fund groundbreaking pediatric cancer research, but brings that research out of the lab into the children who need it. The dream is to
All right, we're
never
gonna
let
listen to this, I
another family
suppose.
experience that pain, and with every dollar raised, they are pushing forward with bringing that dream into reality. Please consider joining us by donating to making a real difference in the lives of our children and our future. We are proud to partner with them, and we are excited to see what they will do next. Bobby?
Thank you, Violet. And the way we do that, ladies and gentlemen, is in the auction format. Matt will ask for a donation, and the person that donates the most will get this gift from Mecum Auctions. It's a globe. It's a lighted globe. It's signed on the black back, Glendale 2025. For the kids, signed by Frank Mecum. Here we go, Matt.
Presented by Violet. Nicely done. How much
Nicely
on it
done.
down? Could have somebody donate $10,000 right off the bat to get rolling. $10,000. 10. Anybody want to donate 10? Anybody want to donate $5,000 to get the ball rolling? Somebody donate 5,000. 5,000 a bid. $5,000. 5 bid again. I'd get a bit of a 5. We're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. $1,000. Here we go. 1,000. And I'd get a bit of a 1,000. $2,000. 2,000. 3,000 bid. 2 down. 3. I'd get a bit of a 3,000 a bid. Get 2 bid. 3. 4,000 a bid. 4. I'd get a bit of a 3. 4,000. Donate $4,000 bid. You got 3. Somebody donate 4. 4,000 a bid. 3. 4. I'd get a bit of a 3. 4. I'd get a bit of a 3. I'd get a bit of a 4 down. 4 down. 5. And I'd get a bit of a 5. 5. 5. 4 to back. Get a bit of a 5,000 a bid. 4. Enemy us at $5,000. Donate 5,000 bid. Enemy us at 5. You got 4. Give it 5. Think it's $6,000 bid. 5. 6,000. 5. Donate 6. Keep rolling. $7,000. You got 6 bid. 7. We're gaining momentum now. 7,000 a bid. $6,000. Somebody give 7. 7,000 a bid. 6 is bid. 7. You want to donate 7? 7,000 a bid. I'd get a bid. You want to give 7, sir? I'd give $7,000. We're getting close to 10. That's usually my goal. Give 7,000. You got 6 given, 7,000 a bid. 6,007. You want to give 7? 7,000 bid. I'd get a bit of a 6 7 a bid. I'd get a bid. Wanted 7,000. You want to give 7, sir? And I'd get a bit of a 7,000. I'd get a thank you to wait. I'd get a 6 here. 7,000. I'd have 7,000. Another $6,000 at Curing Kids Cancer. Thank you. Another $6,000. Jared's Wade. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it up. Here's Trev.
Back on to automobiles. They're going to be starting the Schrader Family Collection. The next 20 cars plus. First of which is rolling up to the block lot. S68, a 2020 Corvette 3LT Coupe with a V8 engine, 490 horsepower, removable top, 10,000 miles, no reserve.
You're right. 180, 80,000. Yeah, I'm 80, 50. 50,000 bid, 15,000. I got like 30 better, 40. 30, down 40. 30,000 down 40. I am 50. 50,000. 45. 45,000 bid, try 500. $45,000. $50,000. I got $45,000. I'm asking for $50,000 on a 10,000 mile 3LT. $50,000 bid. 45, 50. All right, 55. No reserve car. 5 down there. 2, 5. 2, 5. 100 get down 50. 5,000. 500 get down 2 down 500 to 5 go 500 to 55 7 bid. I get $55,000 to get $57,000 bid for it. 5 here down 7.
Okay, well, we're moving along here. I really want to see the classic cars, guys. These newer cars, they don't really do it much for me. Like, I appreciate the engineering, but I'm here for the classic cars.
So $55,000. So $55,000, Katie.
Lot S69, a 2017 Corvette Grand Sport Collector Edition. 460 horsepower with paddle shift. Clean Carfax, 10,000 miles, no reserve.
You're right. 100 get 75. 100 get 75. No reserve card. 100 get 50. 100 get down 58. 100 get 20, 30. 100 get 30 pound, 40 pound. 100 get 40, 40 get 35, 40. Hit 40. 100 get down 5.
That's a good looking car.
100 get down 58 pound out of bed. 100 get 58,000. 100 get 45 to bed. 58,000.
Problem is, anytime that they put collector edition on a car, it almost never makes it a collector edition.
50,000 on a bed. Yep, 50. High never get 7 to be down 50. High never get down. Jamie, you want to get 50 pound on it? I got 48 pound on it. 50 pound on a bed. Hit 850. High never get down 2. High never get down 2. Dollar never get here 50. High never get down 2 pound on a bed. I get $50,000. 52 to Bonner. Hit 2. High never get down 50. High never get 2 to bed 2 down 5. I'm 51 2. My bad. High never get here 1 2. High never get here 51 pound dollar down 2. I get 51
It's a good looking car though.
52. Jamie, all done. High never get here 1 2. High never get here 52 down 5 down 5 down 500 David or 3, sir. You want to get $53,000. Internet's in. Higher David to get 3. Higher David to get 53. Last call. Higher David to get 53 pound on it all. Then done. Higher David to get 3. You want to get 53,000. Last call, sir. 53. So $52,000. So $52,000, Katie.
Lot S70, 2017 Corvette Grand Sport Coupe Heritage Package. LT1, low miles, clean Carfax, no reserve.
You're fine. We got it down 25. Here we go. 30. No reserve car. 35.
So a second one in a different color.
40 pound under 5. 100 get 550. 100 get down 58 pound under bed. 100 get 45. 50 pound under bed. Yep, 550. 100 get down 58 pound under bed. 100 get 45's bid. $50,000. 750. Under 850. High David to get down 850. High David to be both there. High David to get down 50. Yep, 50. High David to get down 58,000. High David to get down 50. High David to get down 48 bid. $50,000. Yep, 50. High David to get down 850. High David to get 49.50. High David to get down 49.50. Get 49 there. Get to be 50. Yep, 50. High David to get down 49.50. High David to get 49 to bid. 100 David to 50 bid. 100 David to bid. Hand in there. 100 David to get down 50. And 49 is bid. $50,000 bid. High David to get down 50. Last call, sir, if you want her. High David, we're running out of them. High David to get down 49. David to get 50,000. Last call, 50 pound on a bid and a half, 2. I down 52. Iron David to get down 58. Iron David to get 2. No, sir. I got 50 here. 52. Yep, 50. Sweet Katie, 52. Last call. Yep, 50. Iron David to get 2 down on a bid. All that are done. Iron David to get down 50. Iron David to get 2. David to get 2. Now I have. Last call, 52. 1, 2. Iron David to get here. 1, 2. Iron David to get here. 2. Hit 2. Iron David to get 2. Internet last call for you. I got 51 to bid. 52. Iron David to get 2 down to bid. Iron David to get here. 1, 2. Down 2. Down 2. Down. So $51,000. Jamie telephone.
Lot S71, a 17 Corvette convertible. Spice red.
Another Corvette.
Only 300 produced. Low miles, clean Carfax. No reserve.
You're right. Iron David to get down to get him 50. Iron David to get him 15 pound to bid. I got 25 in the money. 30. Hit 35. Iron David to bid down 540.
Where's the classic cars?
Hit 540. Iron David to get 35 in the bid. 40,000. Hit 5, David to get 40. High David to get 7 against 7. High David to get down 740. High David to get 40,000. I'm going to be 40 over there. High David to get down 40,000. And 37 a bit. So I get $40,000. I get 37, 40 pound on. You want 40, sir? I down 2. I get 40, 42. High David to get down 5, 45, 45 pound on a bid. High David to get down 7 a bit. High David to get down 50. High David to get down 50,000. Hit 50. High David to get down 50,000. I get 47 a bit. $50,000. And forgot about you, sir. Do you want to get 50? High David to get here 50. High David to get down 50,000. Iron David to get down 50. Iron David to get 49. 50. Iron David to get 50. Iron David to get 2. Iron David to get down 2 to get 50 bid 2. We get there. Iron David to get down 2. Iron David to get down 50. Hit a David to get 2. I got $50,000. 52. Jared, how you doing? 52. Iron David to get here 52. Iron David to get down 52. Anybody else? Last call. Iron David to be down 3. Down 53. Down 53,000. Iron David to 3. Iron David to get 53,000 on a bid. Iron David to bid 3 to bid. 3 to buy. Last call. Iron David to be yes, sir. Down 5. And down 55. Don't want to start that game yet. 55,000. Iron David at the last call. 55. So $53,000, Travis.
On S72, a 16 Corvette Coupe, 1 of 500 produced. Clean Carfax, low miles, no reserve.
You're fine. Iron David to get here 75 to bid. Iron David to get 75. Iron David to bid 25 to bid. So we get 30. Iron David to get 30. 35. 55. 40 pound to the bid. Iron David to get 35. 40 pounds to $1. Iron David to get 35. 7 against 7. Iron David to bid down 7 to bid down 40. Down 40. Down 40. Down 2. Hit 42,000. Iron David to get 40,000 on a bid. 42. And 40. 42. Iron David to get down 2,000 to the bid. I get 40,000. David to get $42,000 bid. Hit 40, higher David to go down 2. Anybody else here for $42,000? I get 40 to bid, higher David to go 2, higher David to bid down 2, 5, and 42 to bid, 45, higher David to bid. Anybody else $45,000 to get $42,000, 45, hit 5, here down 5, higher David to get 42, 45, higher David to get 42,000, higher David to bid 45,000, higher David to get 42, David to bid 43, David to get 3, David to get 3, last and final call, David of honor for 43, higher David to get $3,000 bid, higher David to get 43,000. So $42,000. So $42,000. Katie.
Lot of 73, a 16 Corvette convertible LT1 with performance package, carbon fiber interior trim, low miles, clean Carfax, no reserve.
You're right. Iron David to get down here. Iron David does 50. Iron David to get down 58,000. Iron David to get down 15, 20. Iron David to get 20. David to get 20. David to get 5. David to get 5. David to get 5. David to get 30. Iron David to get 30,000. Hit 25, 30. Iron David to get here. So we get $30,000. Hit 30. Iron David to get 25, 30. Iron David to get down 5. Iron David to get 5 again 5. Hit 40. Iron David to get down 40. Hit 40,000. Iron David to get here 35, 40. And so we get 40, 45. 100 David at 45. We got Jared in at 42, 5. Hit 45,000. 100 David to get 45. Iron David to get down 45, 5, 5. Did you get 45 yet? 100 David to get 45. 45. Zach, how you doing there? 45 pound on it. 45. All right, David, I get 45. I got 43. 45. 43 is bid. 45 pound on a bid. And 3, 5. 100, David, I get 45. 7 to bid. I got 45. Jared, I got 45. Jared, going to be 47. I'm sorry. 47. All right, David, I get 47. All right, David, I get down 40 pound a bid. 47 down under. Yes or no? All right, David, I get 45 here down 7 to bid. Y'all done, Nick? What about you? All right, David, I get 45 to bid. 47,000. Jared holds the bail. Last call. 47,000. I now bait. Down 48,000. Down 48 pound out of bid. 100 David at 8 and 8. 800 David at 48,000. Yes, no. At 800 David at 6. 800 David at 8. Down 50. And down 50. And down 50. David to get 50 pound on her. So $48,000. Jared, 48,000.
Lot F74, a 15 Corvette convertible, 6,200 miles, clean Carfax, no reserve.
Yeah, right. 100 David ain't get a cave. 100 David to get down to get him 50. 100 David to get down 50,000. 100 David to get 20, 25. Here we go. At 25, 30. 100 David to get down 5. 100 David at 30, 30 for 40. And down 40. David to get 40. David to get 40. 100 David at 35. David to get 40. 100 David down 5. 100 David to get 40 spit.
I guess we should just call this the Mecum Corvette auction.
40 down 5. 40 here down 5. But you're going to get 100 David at 40 down 5. 100 David to get down 40 bid. 100 David at $42,000.
How many Corvettes are they going to put across the block? So remember what I said, you know, sometimes the prices will actually depend on how many vehicles are available. So when you go to the Mecum auction, for example, they will give you the brochure of what cars that they're actually going to be selling that day. Additionally, they put those cars up on their site long before the auction. They put those cars actually up on their site, so you can go through their catalog of vehicles of what's going to sell on what day. So it's really counterintuitive to have a back-to-back Corvette, only because what it does is it gives the buyers a selection of cars, and therefore that drives down prices, auction prices. Whereas if there's only a couple of them and somebody's looking for one and they show up, they may all just bid on that one car. So, you know, really good for the buyer, not good for the sellers. And this is where, if you're going to sell your car in one of these auctions, you really need to know what else is selling that day. You really need to pay attention to what the market is doing that year. Springtime is always best, and Saturdays are always the optimal day for selling. So you pay more to sell your car on Saturdays. Additionally, you know, you want to do it in spring. You don't want to do it in the fall time, as people are coming into the holidays and need money for the holidays. So, you know, springtime's optimal, tax season's optimal, and you also want to know what other vehicles are selling. So if you're thinking about ever getting involved in this, again, this is some of the good metrics to use as you're making a decision as to whether or not you want to do this. If you want to buy a car, I'm just going to recommend, this is just my personal opinion, again, as somebody who's been in this industry a long time, if you're thinking about buying a car, buy it in the fall time. Buy it towards the end of the year, closer to December, the better. And the reason for that is people are not spending as much money, and people need money. They often are looking to put money together for their Christmas shopping, the holiday season, preparing for winter, and those types of things. So if you're looking to get, you know, into an introductory level in the classic car industry, really you want to do something November. December is really the best. The beginning, the first couple of weeks of December is usually the optimal time. I'd say last couple of weekends of November, first couple of weekends of December is the optimal time to buy, whereas tax season is the optimal time to sell. So just some hints. some tips and tricks. And then, whenever you start seeing the stock market going down, whenever there's war going on across the world in any way, where there's major wars going on, those types of things, good time to buy, bad time, terrible time to sell. Because the people who have the money, the big shots out there that have all the big bucks, they, they're holding on to their money at that point in time. So that trickles down to the middle class. It trickles down to the lower income as well. So just some ideas, some things that I've noticed throughout the years as you're considering this. But we're just looking at more and more Corvettes here. I'm hoping that these Corvettes will come to an end. If you're a Corvette guy, hey, no offense, I enjoy Corvettes as well, but I'd rather see a C1, a C2, vet sitting in there. Even a C3 wouldn't be too bad, but I'd really rather see a C1, C2 vet in here. I'd rather see a 58 LS swapped or a 63 split window swapped or Stingray swapped, something like that. That to me is a little bit more ideal in what I like to look at. So, as these cars are going across the block, hopefully we will see, like, this is a coupe, this 2014 coupe. Beautiful car, excellent machine. I just want to see classic cars. All right, enough of me.
I get 20 to bid, 100 to bid at 5. I'm at 20 pound under for 30. And now 30 bid to get 35. And now 34. Gonna be 32, 35. My bad. 100 bid at 5, 7 against 7. 100 bid now 40. 40,000. 100 bid at 40. And now 40. 100 bid at 40. Pound under 100 bid. You want to get $38,000, sir? Would you get 38 one time? You want to get 38? No, yeah, not yet. 38,000. 38. Now 40. Now you are. And now 40. 100 bid to get 38. 40. 100 bid to get him 40. Pound under bid to get 38,000. Down 40 bid to get 40 bid to get 40,000. You want to get 39,000. Last call, got 38, 39. Anybody else? 38, 39. All right, David, get 38, 39,000. So, $38,000, Zach Tantino.
Lot S78, a 2013 Corvette Z06 60th anniversary coupe with a 7-liter 6-speed manual, one of only 120 produced, no reserve.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so here's a Z06 coupe. Okay, this one's got my attention. This is a 2013 Z06 60th anniversary coupe. These things are sweet. So I really appreciate Z06 vets. So let's see what this does.
40. Higher David to get 35, 40. Higher David to get down 40,000. Under David to get 7, 40. Higher David to get 37 a bid. Going to be 40,000. You're out as well. 40. Hit 40. Higher David to get 37, 42. Higher David to get down 42. David to get 5 at a bid. Higher David to get 42 to bid. 45 pound out of bid. Higher David to get 5. Go 5. Higher David to 45. I got 45 bid here first. Going to be 40, 70 money. Hit 5. You're down 7. Higher David to get down 7, 50. Higher David to get 52. You're out there net 52. Higher David to get down 2. Higher David to get 2. Higher David to get 52,005. And now 5 round of 5, 5, 5, 7 to bid. Hunter David to get 55 bids, 7 to bid. Hit 55. Hunter David to get 7 down, under down 60. Hunter David to get down 6, David to get 60. Hunter David to get 2. Hunter David to get 62 pound under bid. Hit 2. Here down 2, 2, 2. Hit a David to get 62 pound under bid. Hunter David to get down 61 pound under. Last call, $60,000. $60,000. Hunter David to get. I got 58. I'm asking for $60,000. It took 58. $60,000 down later done. Hunter David to get 60. Hunter David to get 860. And now 2. Now you got to be the big bite. 62. Got $60,000, 62. All right, David to get down 2. Didn't work for you. All right, David to get 62. So, $60,000 next Franklin.
Take a look here. Lot S79, a 2013
That's good money.
427 collector edition, 60th anniversary convertible. One of only 1,100 produced, no reserve.
Watch him here, Ryan. All right, David to get down to get a bear 75. All right, David to get 50. All right, David to get, I got 35. All right, David to get down 35, 40. All right, David to get 45. All right, David to 45 pound out of bed. All right, David to get down 40, down 5. Hit 5. All right, David to get 40,000. All right, David to get 45 pound out of bed. All right, David to get down 40, down 5, 5, 5. All right, David to get 45. All right, David to get get 42,000 on a bid. I get 42. All right, David to get down 5. 100 David to get 42. David to get 45. Hit 5. You're down 5. Telephones are out. I got 45, 47 a bid. 47, 5, 7. All right, David to get 45. It up 47. All right, David to down 50. All right, David to get 50. All right, David to get down 50 pound out of bed. All right, David to get 7 here down 50. All right, David to get down 58,000. I get 47 a bid. So I get 50,000. 48, 50. Now 50. 50,000. Ryan, your man's out. You're out on the telephone. Kirk, you're out as well. 50. You got 48 pound dollar. 50 pound dollar down there done. 48 bid. 50. Daniel, 50,000. Last call. Iron David to get 50. Iron David to get 850. Iron David to down 50. Down 50. Iron David to 50,000. So Sold $48,000 Nick Sprackland.
Lot S80, a 2012 Corvette Grand Sport Coupe, one of only 530 produced, a 1-year only color, no reserve.
Yep, all right, Iron David to get down 50. Iron David to get $58,000. David to get 15, 20, again 20. Iron David to get 20, David to get 5. Iron David to get 20, David to get 5 to bid. Iron David to get 2, bid to 2. Iron David to get 2, David to get 5, David to get 5, 7, there down 7. Iron David to get 25, here down 7 to bid. Hit 5, here down 7. Iron David to bid 25 to bid, $27,000 bid. And 5, 7. Iron David to bid Grand Sport Coupe, now 27,000. 25 at a bit, 7, down 30. Down 30, got 27 on the internet, 30, pound at a bid. Hit 7, 30. Iron David to get down 30. Iron David to get 30, David to get 8, 30. Iron David to 28, 30. Hit 30. Iron David to get down 28 a bid. Iron David to get 30, David to get 30. Iron David to get 30 a bid. Iron David to get 30, David to get 2. Iron David to get 30's bid, 32. Hit 30. Iron David to get here 2. You want 2? Iron David to get down $30,000 bid, 32. Anybody else here for $32,000? Got 30 online, 32. Iron David to get down 5. Iron David to get down 2, down 5. Hit 32 the bid, 35 internet. You're out now. Iron David to get 2, down 5. Iron David to 3, go 3. Iron David to get 3, David to get down 5, down 5, down 5. Iron David to get down 5, gonna be 5. Iron David to get 35, 35 pound out of bid, and down 5, down 7 are out there, 35, 37. I get 35 to bid, 37 to money. Iron David to bid 35's bid, 37, 37. Sir, do you want it? I get 35, 37.
That's a good buy.
37,000. Last call, 37,000. Sold $35,000. Sold $35,000, Katie.
Lot S81, an 82 Corvette Coupe, highly original condition with factory
I
air,
guess
no reserve.
again, I guess what we're watching today is we were watching the Mecum Corvette auction.
Under bid, under David to get 17, 18 to get down 19, to get down 20, and now again 20, 22, 22. I got 20, pound under 2, down 2, down 3, again 3, down 5, down 5, down 5, and now 25, and now 5 at the bid, and now 25, pound under bid, under David to bid 25 at the bid.
These cars
the highest
are
bidder, no reserve
extremely
car for
underwhelming.
25, 24, 25, 7 to bid. I took Laura at 25, she bid the whole bid. 27,
When you get into the late 70s, early 80s vets, I mean, they weren't great performers. They didn't have great suspension. You know, the look isn't too bad, but they're just not that hot of a car. They never really have been.
Anybody else? Now 8. Now 28. 28 pound out of bid. Iron David to get 7. 8. Iron David to get 8. Last call. 28. 30. And now 30 to get 30. And now 30 to get 30 to get 30. Pound Iron David to get 28. 30. Iron David to last and final call. David to get 30. Sold $28,000 ride. Sold $28,000.
Lot S82, an 81 Corvette Coupe, 2,500 miles L8.
Got safety protocols? Granger has the safety pros to call.
Now we have to skip to the
Shop our-
commercials.
Iron David to get 15,
And another Corvette.
15,000. Iron David to get 10 here, 15, 15, 15, 20. Iron David to get 20, David to get 20. I down 5, 117,
Like I said, I
20.
think
Iron
we're-
down 20, get in 20.
Unfortunately, I think what we're watching today is we were watching the Mecum Corvette auction. Now, if you're a Corvette guy, no offense, again, I like vets, but I want to see a variety of classic cars here. I'm actually very disappointed that we don't have more classic cars. You know, I would consider this 81 Vet, you know, a classic car at this point, and I understand that. But at the same time, like, where's the hot rods? It's been, you know, 15, 20 minutes of hot rods. I'm kind of disappointed that they're just, it's one Corvette after another. Now, this one does have, it looked like it said 2,000 original miles on it. Does that say? Yeah, 2,000 original miles on it. So that's kind of cool, but still not really a hot Corvette. Not something that was very desirable. It's not a C3 with steel bumpers. It's not a C2. It's not a C1. You know, these cars just, again, here's another Corvette coming across the block again. You know, 45,000 original miles, 4-speed, great. Look at the fiberglass work. It's been resprayed. You can tell it's been repainted. I can see it from here. So I'm not gonna buy the original miles. You know, it might be original miles, but definitely something's been in here.
Thank you. 15 to bid, 16 pound out of bid. I get 15 pound out of 16, 17,000. Iron David to get 17. I now 17 to bid. Iron David to get 17 to bid. Iron David to get 17. Iron David to get 17. Iron David to 17 pound out of bid. Iron David to get 17 to bid. Iron David to get 17. To get 17. To get 18. To get 18. To get 18. I'm at 17 to bid. 18. Everybody else has $17,000. $18,000 bid. Iron David to get 17. To get 18. I get 17 to bid. 18. Last call. 17 to bid. To get 18. Sold $17,000. Zach on telephone.
Lot S84, a 73 Corvette convertible with a 496 with tri-power Tremec 6-speed. No reserve.
Hit right. Iron David to get down 50. Iron David to get 15. Down under David to get 30. David to get 30. David to get 10. David to get 15. I get 10. Down under David to get 15. 15, 20. Iron David to get 15. David to get 20. David to get 20. 100 David to do down 17. Under David to get 17. David to get 20. I down 20. David to get 20. David to get 2. Iron David to get 2 to bid. Hit 22. I'm 5. 100 David to get 22 to bid. 5 in the buyer. Hit 5. You're down 2. Down 5.
Corvette.
I get 22. Down under down 5. 5. 5. Get 5 down 5. Get $22,000. Some get 25.
Did they say it's a 427 car?
2 down 5. 100 David to get 20. David to get 5 to bid.
'Cause that looks like
I
a
get 20. David to
427
get 5
hood.
to get 5 to 5 to bid. Anybody else here for $25,000? And now 3 down 5 and down there. 23, 25. Iron David to get 3. David to get 5. But 23 to bid. Down 5. Down 5. 100 David to 23 to bid. Which one you got on the telephone? 25. Now 7. Now I get 25 with Daniel. 27. 25. 27. Hit 5 7. Hit 27. Down under David to get 7 to bid. 100 David to 5 and 7. And now 6 8. 100 David. We got to be 28 now, Blake. Hit 8. 100 David at $8. I get 28. Pound under down 78. 100 David at 8. Down 8. Down 30. David to get 2. I get 30. 32. I bet 30 bid. 32. Hit 30. 100 David to get 2. 2. 2. 100 David to bid down 2. 100 David to get down 2. David to get 2. David to get 32,000. Last call.
Yeah,
down
it
3.
just seems like
3. 33.
you know, none
2,
of
3,
these
32. David to get 3. 33. Iron David to get 2. David to get 3. 5.
are
35.
really
33.
bringing big money.
33.
Now,
David to get 5. 5. 5. David to get
it's
35.
a
David to get
73.
35. Daniel, last call if you want it. 35,000. David to get
Side pipes,
35,000.
427 hood, modified the headlights. I mean, it's a modified vet, but
so $33,000 next Bracklin.
doesn't do it for me.
A 73 Corvette convertible with a big block
Another
tri-power car,
Corvette.
4-speed, no reserve.
Well, guys, listen, I'm going to give them a couple more cars, and if they do not stop with the Corvettes and onto something else, you know, pause this for a sec. So the goal was to be on here till 2 o'clock. It is currently 1:53. We've gone through about 10 Corvettes in a row right now, and I'm really disappointed that we don't have any more classic cars that are non-Corvettes. I mean, where's the Camaros? Where's the Mustangs? Where, you know, give me some more cars, guys. So I'm a little disappointed in this Mecum, honestly. It seems like Barrett Jackson was a bit more diverse this year. I guess maybe yesterday they did a better job on the Friday auction, but they're only averaging about 3,000 views right now of people watching on their YouTube channel. So I'm streaming this and just kind of commenting on the cars as well. But I'm pretty disappointed that we've just got, again, so many Corvettes. I'm hoping that, you know, this changes here soon, but still, again, I don't have anything against Corvettes, but like, just not. There's another 69 Vet. So at least it's a C3. At least it's got, you know, you've got your chrome bumpers on your C3. So these were a little bit better pre the urethane bumpers. When they put the urethane nose cones on them, man, I just really wasn't a fan of that change whatsoever. They got big, they got bulky, terrible suspension. These are straight line cars. These were never intended for, you know, well, let's just say they weren't built well for road race type situations. These were straight line cars, very underwhelming in their performance unless they were 427 big block cars. But still, you know, I mean, again, it's a neat piece. I don't want to poo-poo on the Vet, but again, I'm more of a C1, C2 kind of guy. Let's see what it does.
I know 60. I know 60. Pound under bid. Under David to get 60. David to get 60. Iron David to get $60,000 under bid. $60,000. Zach, you want to engage 60? Iron David to get 60,000. Iron David to get 60. All done. 60,000. 60. Why not? $60,000. We will. Iron David to get here 60. Iron David to get down 60. Pound under bid. Under David to 58. 58. Daniel, what's your man going to do? I've got 55 in the back. I'm asking 58. Oh, you got 55, Travis. Is that right? 55 bid. I'm asking $58,000.
There you go.
55, $58,000. 55.
Now you're starting to bring some money with the C3, the early C3s. Much better cars than the later urethane bumper noses.
Now 60. Hey, Trav, you missed your spot. Now you're going to be 60. I've got 57 to bid, 60,000. Last call, 57, 60. So $57,000, Blake.
Take a
That's
look here,
good
lot
money.
S87, 1967 Corvette convertible with the 427 tri-power, 4-speed, no reserve.
Yep, right. Higher David, hey, a little different deal
Did
here.
you say
Higher David, 150.
67?
Higher David, 150.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking classic. Another red convertible 427 big block car should hit 120 if it's real.
60,000 under David, 70 bid, 65, 75. Higher David, 80. Higher David, 80,000 under bid.
So if this is a real 427 convertible big block car, you can see the side pipes on the car. You can see the Stingray nose on the car. Big block car. This car should hit 120, no problem.
Car sells at no reserve, $100,000. Up 100, 100, down 10, 100, 5, 10, 100, 10 to bid, and down 10, 100, 110, 100, 15, 20, and down 20,
There we
20,
go.
20. I get 115, 20, 120, $120,000 bid.
There it is.
120, 125, 125. I get 120,000. Everybody else here, 125, 120, 125. Nick, you done? All right, David, 125. Last call to everybody else, 125,000. So 120,000.
Right on the money, baby.
Lot S87,
120,000, which is exactly what I
2025
said it should sell for.
icon golf cart, no reserve.
Yep, right. Iron David get here. Iron David at 15.
Four-seater.
Iron David get 15,000. Put up at 3. Iron David get 4,000. Iron David get 5 again. Iron David get 5, 6. Iron David get 6,000. Yep, 5. Iron David get $6,000 bid. Get $5,000. Somebody gives $6,000. $7,000 bid. And 7. Iron David at 7. I get $6,000. 7 to bid. Iron David get 7 to bid. 7,000. I bid 6 here. Iron David bid 7. Iron David get $6,000. $7,000. I believe you play golf around here all year round. Everybody gives $7,000. Anybody need one? 7. Got $6,000. $7,000 bid. 6, 7. Anybody else? Last call. Laura has bid at 6.
So I see the golf cart, but it looks like there's another C2 coming behind that golf cart. So it looks like we're starting to get into some good stuff.
Last call. It's 7. Here down 5. I get 75, 75.
I don't know about this
75
golf
here,
cart
all in
nonsense.
I have sold $7,000. Ryan sold $7,000.
Up next, lot S88, 1966 Corvette convertible, factory.
Here we
ground
go,
red
another
car
C2
with a
convertible.
327 and a 4-speed.
327, probably a 350 horsepower car. That's the end of that hood. I wish they would show under the hood again. I'd say 80. Probably 70 to 80.
Go 5. $65,000, $70,000 bid. David gets 65, 70. David gets 65 down under. David gets 70,000. I got $65,000. Somebody gives $70,000 bid. David gets 70. David gets 65, 70. David gets 65, 70,000. Anybody else here? 65, $70,000. David gets 65, 70. David, is that lady bid? Yeah, I seen it. I seen it. You raised your hand. You want to be 70,000? You look good at
You
it.
should hit 70. Come
Last
on.
call. Anybody else? David, I don't know about him though. David been down 70,000. David gets 70,000 bid on Leonard and a ham. Close bid at 65,000.
60 is good money.
65.
That was
Here's Jimmy.
the bid goes on because it should
Here's
get.
Jimmy,
Oh,
now
65.
offering,
Okay.
yes,
So yeah, so like I said,
88.1,
70 to 80.
A 62 Bel Air bubble top. Got a 409 V8.
There we
Demi
go.
with a
Black
four-barrel
bubble top
dual smoker
409. Here we go.
airplane
Now we're starting to get in
four-speed.
some muscle.
Thank you, Bobby.
Great.
Somebody
Here
give
it comes.
$100,000 here, 100 bid. You
409,
80,
black.
and $80,000 here.
Should
You
hit
get
80.
80 bid. You get 20
It
bid.
should
You
hit
get
80.
30 bid. You get 40 here. You get 30, 40.
Maybe
I have 30 bid. You get
70.
40 bid. You get 50,000. You
70,
get 50,
80.
60. At $60,000 bid. You get 50 bid. You get 60,000. Put up at 60 bid. You get 60, 70. At $70,000 now. You get 70
There we
bid.
go.
You get 80 bid. You get 80 bid. You get 80, 90. At $90,000.
Oh, wow,
bid.
come
You
on.
get 85, 90 bid. You get 90. You get 95.
A black
At 95,
409
reserve is
bubble
up.
top
$100,000
always
bid.
brings
You
good
get
money.
100.
90 is
At
good money. That's
$100,000
good.
bid,
That's good. If it
105
hits over
bid,
100,
you
that's going to be
get 5
awesome.
bid, you get 10. I have 105 bid, 110,000, 110. 105 bid, 110,000.
Wow.
Anybody else? $110,000 for it. 105, 110. I have 105 bid, $110,000. Anybody else? So $105,000. Paul Gum. So
$105,000 for a 409 bubble top.
S89, a
It's the
Pontiac
black-red
Bowline.
combo that
It's
gets
a
you.
68 model convertible,
Ooh.
frame off restoration completed in 2012.
And it's LS
Still
swapped.
presents very well. Got an LS
I'm gonna
2V8
say
Corvette
90
fuel injection, automatic
to 120.
$100,000 bid, 100 here. You better get 30 bid. You better get 20. You better get 30. At 30 bid, you better get 40 bid. You better get 40. You better get 50
Oh, no, I
bid.
thought
You
it was
better
a
get 50, you
Chevelle.
better get
It's not a
45. At 40 bid, you better get
It's a
5
Beaumont.
bid. You better get 40 bid. You better
I'm
get
sorry.
45. At 50 bid, you better get 50. You better get 50. You better get 50. You
Yeah,
better get 5
it's hard to
bid.
say
You
on
better
this
get
one. I
55.
take back my
At
initial estimate
50s bid,
because I don't know.
$55,000 here. You better get 50 bid.
All
You
I
better
saw
get
was the
55.
headlights in the
It doesn't
background,
matter.
so I thought it
At
was a
50 bid,
68
you better
Chevelle
get
for a second,
55
but it's
bid. You
not.
better get 5
It
bid.
is
You better
LS
get
swapped, though.
55.
If it was a GTO, it'd bring a lot more money, but not a Beaumont.
$55,000. At 50 bid, you better get 55 bid. You better
Good
get
move
5
on the
bid. You
LS
better get
swap.
50 bid. You better get 55. $50,000 is the bid. Anybody get $55,000 for it? Last
It's so
call.
strange. It looks like it has
55.
68 Chevelle touches to it. Like, look at the Super Sport looking
Close the
hood.
bid at $50,000. Close the bid. The bid goes on.
Now offering
Oh, Bobby, look at this Bronco.
Yeah, now offering S90, a 73
interesting
Ford
car.
Bronco, 5-liter Coyote V8, automatic transmission, custom
Oh,
console
Coyote.
with rear air
We're gonna
conditioning
see.
vents.
We're gonna see over 100,000 on
And
this
somebody
one.
Get
Crew cab. What?
$250,000. Hey, you better get 250 bid.
You're
better
gonna
get
see big
200.
money on this guy.
And
Let's go. Let's see what this
$200,000 bid.
does.
You better have got $100,000 bid. 110 bid. You better get 10, 20. $120,000 bid. 110, 20 bid. You better get 20 bid now. 120. At 120.
cool.
130. I have 120 bid. 130,000. You better get 130.
That is
I
such a
have
cool piece.
$120,000 bid. $130,000 for it. 120 bid. 130,000. 130. 40. 135. 40. 45. 145. I have 140 bid. 145. 145,000. 155,000. 160. 160,000. 160 bid. 60 bid. 160. 165.
What a cool piece.
165. 170. 170. $170,000. Here, you better get one.
I'm not big on the color combination on this one, but what a cool piece.
I have 160, 70, 160 bid, 170. 160 with Zach. $170,000 for it. 170. 160 bid, 170. Close the bid at $160,000. Got to be over 200, Paul.
Now offering
bid goes on.
S91, a 2014 Porsche Cayenne Turbo S. Got a twin turbocharged
either a C10 or a Blazer behind it, so we'll wait for
carbon fiber
that.
interior trim package.
Somebody give $60,000. Hey, you better get 60 bid. You better get 50. $50,000 bid. You better get 50 bid. You better get 10. You better get 15. Put up at 20 bid. You better get 25. At 20 is the bid. You better get 25,000. You better get 5 bid. You better get 20 bid 5. I have $20,000 on a Cayenne Turbo S. At 25,000. You better get 20 bid. You better get 5 bid. You better get 22. At $22,000 for it. I have 20 bid. You better get 2 bid. You better get 2. Drive it away now. You better get 22. At 20 bid. You better get 2 bid. You better get $21,000. $21,000. 20's the bid. 21. Close the bid at $20,000 and the bid goes on.
Now offering S92, a 69 GMC 1500 pickup. Frame off restoration. It's dressed as a Chevrolet. Got a V8 automatic with power steering.
$100,000 bid, 100 here. You better get 1 bid. You better get 30,
Curious
40.
what the engine is on
and
this
30
one,
bid,
because
40,
if
50.
it's
50
LS,
bid, you better get 50,000. You
it'll
better get
bring
40. You
big
better get
money.
50. Put up at
If
50
not,
bid. You better
it'll
get
be
50, 60. I have 50 bid. You
under
better get
100.
60,000. You better get 55. Go 5, 55,
Cool color.
60. At $60,000 here, you better get 60 bid. You better get 60. You better get 60. You better get 60. $55,000. $60,000 for it. I have 55 bid. You better get 60. Put up at 60 bid. You better get 60 out now. You better get 65 at $60,000. $65,000. I have 60 bid. You better get 5 bid. You better get 5 here. You better get 62 at $60,000 bid. Anybody give $62,000 for it. At 60 bid. You better get 2 bid. You better get 2. 62. Close bid at $60,000 and the bid goes on.
Now offering S93, S67 Camaro SS. Comprehensive restoration, matching numbers V8 with an automatic.
$70,000. Hey, you better get 70
Let's
bid.
see
You
it.
better get 60. You better get 50. $50,000 bid. You better get 50 bid. You better get 25 bid. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 30. You better get 35.
Should bring
At 30's
60
bid,
at
you better
least.
get 35,000. You better get 35. At 30 bid, $35,000 for it. I have 30 bid. You better get 5 bid. You better get 5 here. You better get 32, 35. At 35,
Got the USA
7
1
bid. You better get
tag on there. How cool is that?
40, 37 bid. You better get 40. You better get 40. You better get 40. I have 37,000. You better get $40,000 bid. You better get 40.
Should be
At
60.
$40,000. I have 37 bid. You better get 40. Put him at 2 bid. You better get 2, 2,
37 is
At
very
42,
light.
45. I have $42,000 bid. You better get 45,000. At $42,000 bid. Anybody get $45,000 for it. I have 42 bid. You better get 5 bid. You better get 5 here. You better get 45,000. Close bid at $42,000, Bobby.
That's
Now
light.
offering
Very light.
S94, a 76 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. Final year of production for the Eldorado convertible. Odometer reaches
That's a cool piece.
8,800 miles.
Probably
500 cubic
30,
inch V8
35
automatic with air.
thousand on this one.
$80,000. Hey, you better give 80 bid. You better give 80. You better give 80. You better give 80. You better get 25. 30 bid. You better get 35. At 35, 40 bid. You better get 40. You better get 40. You better get 35 and 40. I have 35 bid. You better get 40 bid. You better get 40. You better get 40. You better get $35,000 is the bid. $40,000. I have 35 bid. You better get 40 bid. You better get 40,000 at $35,000. Somebody get $40,000 for it. 37. 38, 38, 39, now 40, now 40, 39, 40, 39 bid, you better get 40 bid, you better get 42. I have 40 bid, you better get 2. Reserve is off. 40 bid, 42. At 40 bid, you better get 2 bid, you better get 2, 2. 40's the bid.
Such a cool
Anybody
car.
get $42,000.
I didn't
At
expect
40
40,
you
but
better
it
get
does look pretty sharp.
42. So, $40,000, Ryan Brewer.
Now offering S95, that's a 2014 Porsche Cayenne GTS. Got a V8 with an automatic.
Somebody get 30,000.
It's kind of wild how many Porsches that they actually have in here this year. So Porsches and Corvettes seem to be the thing this year. There's another C3 Corvette in the background. You can see that chrome bumper back here. Not really excited on the Porsche, the newer Porsche stuff anyway. Give me some, 60s or 70s Porsches and you got my attention. Even 80s Porsches still, but when you get into newer stuff, just doesn't tickle my fancy. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, it's just not my thing. I like classics. Well, guys, listen, it is 10 minutes after 2 my time. Let's let this vet go across the block.
$17,000, $15,000.
I'm going to let this vet go across the block, and then we'll see.
So, $15,000.
We'll see whether or not we want to
Now offering S96,
pull
a
the plug.
68 Chevrolet Corvette L89 convertible. One of 624 Corvettes produced with the L89 aluminum heads. Original
Nice.
matching numbers driveline.
That's a nice piece. That's a really that actually is a nice piece. I'm going to say 80.
Speed, Jimmy.
$150,000 bid, $150,000, $150, $150 over. $150,000 bid, $150,000, $150, $140. Give $100. I have $70, $80, $80,000. Hey, you better get 70 bid. You better give 80 bid. You better give 80 money. 80 bid. You better give 80 bid. You better get 90. I have 80 bid. You better get 90,000. You better give 80's bid. You better get 90 bid. You better give 80, 90. At $80,000 bid. You better get 90,000. You better get 90 bid. You better give 80 bid. You better get 90. At $80,000 bid. $90,000 for it. I have 80 bid. You better give 85 bid, you better give 85, 90. At 90 bid, you better get 90, you better get 90, you better get 5 bid, you better get 95. At $90,000 bid, you better get 95,000, you better get 90's bid, you better get 95 bid, you better get 95.
Cool.
Gonna close it there at $90,000. Got to be over $125,000 to buy it.
Now offering S97, a 69 Plymouth Roadrunner convertible. Fuel
Oh, cool.
injected
Roadrunner
MBBA
convertible. We'll hang out
automatic
for
with
this one.
air.
$100,000 bid, 100 here. You better get one bid, you better get 100. At $100,000 bid, 100.
Not a
here.
Resto
You
mod.
better get 20 bid, you better get 20, you better get 30. At 30
Let's
bid,
see what
you
the
better get 30,
Mopars
you
are
better get
doing
30, you
now.
better get 5 bid, you better get 30's bid, you better get 35. At 30,000.
Should be a $55,000 to $60,000 car.
30 bid, you better get 35. Hello? A Roadrunner for $35,000?
Convertible.
$35,000.
Wow, that's shocking.
Now 40, 35, 40, 30, 37, 38, 38,000 at 37, 38.
Seems like the Mopars have really tanked in value.
I have 37 bid, you better give 80, you better give 80, you better get 38 bid, 9 at 39 bid, 40 at 40 bid, you better get 40, you better get 41 bid, you better get 2 bid, you better get 2 on the car off the block, you better get 3 at 44, you better get 4, you better get 3, you better get 4, you better get 44. I have 43 bid, you better get 4 bid, you better get $44,000. Anybody
Yeah,
else?
they did put a Hemi in it.
43,
Okay.
you better get 40.
So it's swapped too? Wow, that's cheap.
43, 44, last call.
That is
Anybody get
extremely cheap
44?
for a fuel-injected Hemi swapped real Roadrunner convertible. Like this should be a 80
Close the bid at
to $100,000 car
Close the bid and the
being
bid goes
swapped.
on.
Now offering S98,
That's
and the next 11 units
shocking.
in a row will be from the Marty Nelson collection, a 2022 Ford Shelby GT500 Heritage Edition. 36 miles. Final year for the current generation of GT500, supercharged V8 with an automatic.
This will be a fun
How
one.
much is somebody give $150,000 bid? 150. Give $150,000. 150. Give 100 at $100,000 bid. 100 here. You better give 1 bid. You better get 50 bid. You better get 60 bid. You better get 70 bid. You better give 80 at 90 bid. You better get 90. You better get 90. You better give 80, 90, 100. I have 90 bid. You better get 100 bid. 100 here. You better get 90 bid. You better get 100,000. You better get 90, 100. I have 90 bid. You
That's
better
a
get
cool car.
$100,000 bid. You better get 90, 95, 95. Now 100 at $100,000. Go
GT500
100 bid, 100 hit,
Heritage.
100's bid, 105,
Supercharged.
100 bid, 105,000, 100's bid, you better get 105, 100
That's a
bid,
cool machine.
105,
That's a fun machine
100 bid,
right there. Look at that.
105,000, are you all through?
The front end is so sharp. Look at that thing.
100's bid,
That's a mean looking car.
$105,000. I have a $100,000 bid, 105,000. Close the bid at $100,000 and the bid goes on.
Now offering S99 coming down the lane. That's a 2016 Corvette Z06 Coupe.
Another
Odometer
Z06.
reads just 11.
Wix, one platform,
Commercial.
any website.
No, we don't want your commercials. We're going to skip. Boom.
Clean Carfax on it. Got the 3LZ Premium Equipment Group.
Wanna see what
Ultimate
this one sells
Performance
for, too.
Package. Carbon fiber hood section.
Oh.
Visible carbon fiber roof.
Thank you, Bobby. Somebody give $100,000
gotta be
bid,
100 grand on that
100.
one. Has to
At
be. Come on.
$100,000 bid, 100 here. You better get 40, 50, 50.
Yellow
bid, you
with all
better
the
get 50
carbon
here. You
fiber
better get 40,
performance
you better get 50,
packages. It's
60.
gotta be 100
At
grand.
$60,000 bid, you better get 50 bid.
It's a good
60,
piece. That's a
70.
good
At
collector's
70
piece.
bid,
This is a
you
good
better give 80
investment
bid,
piece
you better
right
give
here.
80, you better give 80, you better give 70, 80.
Put this thing
At
away for
$80,000
30
bid, you
years,
better give 80
pull
bid,
it
you better
back
give 80,
out.
you better give 80,
It'll be
you better
worth
give
big beans.
$80,000. At $80,000 here, you better get, how about 75? You want to do that? At 75 bid, you better get
This
5
should see
bid, you better
100.
get 75.
If it doesn't,
At 75,
somebody got a
bid,
great
you better
deal.
get 65, 75. At 65 here, you better get 75 bid, you better get 75. Are you all through? $65,000 bid. $70,000. I have 65 bid, you better get 70 bid, you better get 70, you better get 70, you better get 70. 70's bid. 75. 70 bid, you better get 75,000. You better get 70's bid. 75. At 70 bid, you better get 72,000.
Only 11,000
You better get
miles,
two,
too?
two,
Yeah,
bid,
this should
you better
hit
get
100
5.
grand.
I have $72,000 bid. $75,000 internet. 75. 72 bid, you better get 5 bid. You better get 5, 5, 75. Now 77. Now 70, 70. Hey, what? Reserve is off. At 75 bid, you better get 77. I have 75 bid, you better get 70, you better get 70, you better get 77. Sold $75,000 to the Mega.
That's a good buy.
Now offering
That's a real good
S100
buy.
from the Marty Nelson collection of 59 Cadillac Eldorado Seville.
Ooh.
Love the fins, Jimmy. V8, tri-power induction, hydromatic transmission,
beautiful
power steering,
car.
power brakes, power windows, and factory air.
Wow.
$150,000. Give 150. Give 100. At $100,000 bid.
I'm gonna say
50, 60,
85.
60 bid. You better get 70 bid. You better get 70. You better get 70. You better get 70 bid. You better get 60, 70, 80. At 80 bid. You better give 80. You better get 75 here. You better give 80. At 80 bid. You better give 85,
85 or
90.
90.
At 90 bid. You better get 90. You better get 90. You better
Wow,
get 90
that went
bid.
up
You better
quick.
get 90,000. At 90,000. You better get 90 bid. Now 5. I have 90 bid. You better get 95,000. You better get 90's bid. 95. I have 90,000. You better get 95 bid. You better get 5 here and 100. At $100,000
Wow.
bid. Here, you better get 1 bid. You better get 100. 100. 100. 105. Reserve
Wow.
is off. 105. 100 bid.
There we
105.
go.
I have
What a cool
100,000.
piece. Look at those
105,000.
taillights.
You better get
What a machine.
105.
Such a cool car.
So $100,000, George.
Now
I
offering
was thinking 80 to 90, not 100.
A
That's great.
67 Lincoln Continental convertible, V8 automatic, power steering, power brakes with air.
$80,000. Hey, you better give 80 bid. You better give 80. You better give 80.
These
You better
sell
give
for more
30,
money when they're
40.
black.
At 30 bid, you better get 40. You better get 50. At 40 bid, you better get 50 bid. You better get 50. You better get $45,000. At $45,000. Hey, you better get 5 bid. You better get 45. And now 50 bid. You better get 50. Put them at 50 bid. You better get 55. At 50 bid, you better get 55,000. You better get 5 bid. You better get 55. At $50,000 bid. $55,000. At 50 bid, you better get 55,000. Drive it away. 55. At 50 bid, you better get 5,000.
That lady needs to be nicer on that hood.
Anybody get 52, 55, 52 bid. You better get 55,000. I have $52,000 bid. $55,000 for it. I have 52.
Guys, don't
You better get
remember,
55,000.
don't forget,
You
we've
better
got
get
the
twos
super
bid.
chat here.
53.
If you want to give and support what I'm doing,
54.
and if you want to guess prices with me here.
55. 56. 57. 57. 57. 56. 7. 8. 58. About 58. 57. 58. Reserve is off. Yeah, I know. That changes everything.
Oh, yeah.
They have to reevaluate. 57, 58. Thanks for what you did do. Sold $57,000.
Wow.
Ryan Brewer.
Now offering S102 from the Nelson Collection, an 85 Corvette Coupe. V8, tune port injected, 4-speed manual, clean Carfax with...
All right, guys, they are getting back to the Corvettes. There's another Corvette behind it, and I am at a point where it is past 2 o'clock, so I am going to have to call it quits, unfortunately. Let me get this out of my ear so that I can stop hearing the auction. I'm going to call it quits, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe here at Lost and Found Classics, and we'll do it again. I'll give this some time to let it see kind of how the performance of the video does to see if this is worth my time. But typically what I do is I just chase classic cars. So I will be going to some classic car auctions, some classic car swap meets. I will be going to several classic car yards where there's actually a bunch of cars laying around. In fact, next weekend, I will be filming a yard that has, I think it's like 40, 50 cars sitting in it, classic cars and trucks. So I'll be filming stuff and getting stuff out this summertime. Thank you guys for viewing this, like, sharing, subscribing, be a part of the community. And thank you for 11,000 subscribers. I didn't imagine that this would grow so quickly, and I hope that it continues to grow, that I can keep giving you guys some fun adventures to join me on. So thanks for